Happy birthday,
Happy
Aubrey!
birthday!
Ahoy, me hearties, and welcome to the Four Rings Inn. Last we left our pirates, they explored a temple, found Captain Emerald's lost map, planted an unseelie lily in the bowels of the tomb. Happy birthday, Aubrey. It is... it is our lovely Aubrey's 21st birthday, and therefore we celebrate as we do the way, since our country is now legal to drink alcohol, we will do so.
That felt like my first shot ever.
Excellent. Whew. Well, our lovely pirates have narrowly escaped the clutches of some twisted deformity of a crab, some weird sea creature, crustacean, mollusk, whatever strange things live in the depths of the ocean that reared its head in the darkness of the tomb, where we found some incredible artifacts from Captain Emerald. Our adventurous Tawny and Wikipede found the heart of the temple, got in contact with an echo of Captain Emerald, who gave them a map, an old map of the surrounding area, the Stonefall Scatter, with some familiar places and some artifacts and locations that have since been whisked away by time itself. He also gave them a compass that points to these locations to help an avid explorer along their way. After that, you guys went into the tomb, the bottom level of this ziggurat of Immorti, and found some weird stuff. You found the monster that was down there. Kildak, you found the statue of the demonic sea creature that was split in half by Kildak doesn't really know why, but at the exact same time that our mischievous Wikipede planted her lily in the water that poured into the tomb. A task from the Queen of Air and Darkness herself. The three of you, plus your guide, Binky, the tribe's shaman, made your way out of the temple, and as you make it to the top of the ziggurat, you breathe in fresh air again. You're looking over a junglescape that is being touched by the orange glows of a setting sun. My lovely players, is there anything you'd like to do coming out of the tomb back into the fresh jungle air?
I got you guys these flowers. There's one for you. I hand one to Wikipede, and there's one for you, and I hand one to Tawny.
Binky reaches out a hand real quick, and then quickly realizes there wasn't one for him, and then recoils. And
sorry, Binky, there was only one.
Where did you find these?
There was only 3. Sorry.
In that whole mess of monsters and such, where did you find these flowers?
Oh, there was this really nice statue that I put water on, and then they just kind of appeared.
Wikipede, give me the compass.
Why can't I hold on to the compass?
Because I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
Ooh, we're not trusting Wikipede?
You can't trust me.
What did you plant down there, Wikipede?
A lily.
I'm immediately casting thoughts right now. Detect thoughts.
cool.
While this obviously is like a place for lying.
Excellent. So with Detect Thoughts, and I'll double check this, but you, as a... Cool.
I
you
can only do it
learn...
on one creature.
Okay, cool. So you can pick a creature of your choice, your target.
Wikipede.
Cool. So you
We're not
instantly,
trusting her, apparently.
you instantly learn the surface thoughts of this creature, what's on its mind most at its moment, and then Kildak as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or probe deeper. a deeper probe is going to take a saving throw from that creature, and if they fail, then if they succeed, then they block your, able to push you out, pretty much.
Okay. Cool.
What did you plant, Wikipedia?
I planted a lily, and my service thoughts are very confused on why you're so distrusting right now.
That was not just a fucking lily. I can see magic.
Yeah,
Was
it's
it a magic
rare.
lily?
It's one of its kind, and it was dying, and I needed to plant it somewhere so that it can bloom and, repopulate the species.
Oh,
And my service thoughts on that is that it was dying in my pocket.
It probably was dying.
It was.
Where did you get
And that
this
was the
lily?
best place for it. It needed to be somewhere dark, somewhere moist with a lot of water where it's not going to dry out. It was the best
it
place for it, so I planted it.
Is it invasive, Lily?
And Wikipedia stops for a second. Service thoughts. She has no idea. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Who gave you the lily, Wikipedia?
I gave her a rose. It wasn't a lily.
Shut up, Gildak.
Clearing it all up.
My queen,
Oh.
someone beloved.
Mm-hmm.
What was your surface level thoughts on the queen bit? I feel like
I want her
I
to be
probably
my
picked
lover.
up that.
That I am in love with her.
That's surface level. Cool.
Well,
That's
I said my
right
beloved,
on the
my
top.
queen, and I'm like, I'm just thinking of my admiration and my love for her.
I didn't know you had a queen, Wikipedia.
It's a love from back home.
So, wait. Your queen gave you a lily. And then it lived in your pocket for years? And then you
No.
planted it randomly at the bottom of this pyramid.
No, not years. She mailed it to me.
She
I got it
mailed
when we were
to
on the
you.
ship.
You gave away our ship address? You told them where we were?
Who's your queen?
No, I didn't give her my address. She just found me.
Someone found us. And you didn't tell us?
On our ship?
Binky's gonna interrupt real quick and tap Kildak on the shoulder, and he holds out a weed to you. Like just like a really just like shitty weed.
Oh.
I mean,
You,
it was from a bird, Male characters come all the time.
But
No, they don't! Inside check.
Yes, they do. We had that time. We had all the letters came one time.
there was that one time! That was the weirdest
letters.
birds I've ever seen!
We don't
Are they
get
still paying you?
mail! We are fugitives! We literally just... Everyone that we met a couple days ago to keep where we are and who we are secret. And you have people coming to our ship?
Unbeknownst,
I'm
how
on
do we
good
not
terms
how do
with
we
my
not know
home.
this?
I'm on good terms with my people back
Wikipedia,
home.
who
Are-
is your queen?
Where are you from?
She's my queen.
Where are you from? How do I not know that?
I'm from a very small village. A little southeast of Waterdeep.
So your
I've
queen
seen your
is the queen of
powers.
Waterdeep?
That's not the powers of a small little
Is there a
village
queen
girl.
of Waterdeep? There's a king of Waterdeep. There's probably a king of Waterdeep.
Listen, if you want the compass, fine, take it. And I'm gonna kind of like shove the compass into your chest.
I'll take it. And then I'm going to storm to the little boat that we took to get here.
Hey,
What about
Wikipedia,
you,
is there a
Kildak? Where
queen?
did you get your flowers? I can't have
Is-
flowers, but Kildak can have mysterious flowers.
Is there a queen of Waterdeep?
Binky goes. "Brr?"
I turned my head back around to what Wikipedia said. He's not planting them. He's not
Where did you
causing.
take them from?
How
I
did
told
you
you,
know to
there was-
plant this
Did
here?
a little ritual.
Did you know that
and
this
a
wasn't going to be
statue of-
Tamo Core? We came here for a reason. Did you know that it wasn't going to be what it was? How'd you know to plant
had-
it here? Your
No, I
queen
didn't.
told
That's
you?
why I was carrying it around in my pocket until I found the right environment for it. This is the first place that we've landed, and it was the first dark and moist place that we found.
That's definitely not true. I've been to the bottom of our ship.
There's no dirt in the bottom of our ship.
Have
You
you
said
been to the
it's
bottom of
going
our
to
ship?
repopulate this area.
To repopulate the plant, it was its only species. It's dying.
So why did it get
What about
planted at
Gilded?
the bottom
You
of this weird
performed a
pyramid?
Ritual.
No one goes
a
to the
ritual?
bottom of this weird period.
Flowers.
That's the worst place to plant something if you just want it to grow.
It
That
seems
would
a
go
little
back
bit of a
what
weird...
this plant needs. Do you know what type of plant this is?
No! Honestly, that was probably one of my first questions.
I think I did, because I did a check on it. I at least saw the magic coming out of it.
So
Tawny
magic
is
coming
at
out
the
of
boat
it.
now, and she's just sitting there with her arms crossed.
Binky will make his way into the boat as well, and seeing that Tawny is upset, he'll offer her a weed as well.
She like snatches it, like she's so pissed off, and you can see little ripples of like lightning like coming around her shoulders because of how furious she is.
Tawny, it's not Binky's fault.
Like kind of like his neck gets really small, and he like burrows his beak into his feathers.
I hate your bird creatures and I love them so much. I'd like to delve a little deeper into Wikipeedia's consciousness, if that's okay.
Sure.
Sorry, that's a
Wikipedia.
strange sentence.
No, that's good. Kildek, what is your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier? What's it to you?
Well, because Wikipedia has to make a wisdom saving throw, and unfortunately,
Okay.
you haven't cast any spells before, so I don't have a
I see.
DC set for Kildek.
I see. It's +0.
+0. Okay, so Wikipedia. Oh,
That's a cat.
that is a cat. He came right up. That's Adora. Adora, you now have to roll the saving throw. Adora, you have to roll over an 11 wisdom saving throw in order to make this save.
Will she know that Kildak's in her thoughts trying to dive deeper if she succeeds?
Yes.
It's
We're
actually
surrounded by
because I'm
cats.
such a cat person and they knew we were celebrating my birthday, so
I
they
know.
came to participate.
Holy crap. Hi, this is Adora and Nico.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
There they go.
that was exciting. A guest appearance. Whoopi, what did you roll? I saw you rolled something. I just wasn't looking.
An 18.
18. Kildek, in that case, on a success, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you're probing deeper into its mind. So, Wikipedia, you feel that Kildek is tingling around in your noggin, and Kildek, you feel pushed out by Wikipedia.
And you don't trust me? He's over here probing into my mind.
Binky!
He's reading all of our thoughts right now. Wait,
How could you? I didn't know you could do that.
Binky!
How the fuck are you doing magic, Kildak?
It's Binky!
and you don't trust me? He's over here probing into all of our minds.
It wasn't me. It was Binky. Literally communicates with us by putting his head on ours.
Right, since you were able to read, since you were in my mind, can you just tell Tawny that I didn't do anything wrong? This whole time you were here listening in on my brain? Tell her.
We're waiting.
Kildek.
Whoa, me? What? Sorry.
Would you so kindly tell Tawny that deep in my brain, I did nothing wrong and I am trustworthy since you've been spying on me for God knows how long.
Okay. I didn't get that far in your brain. It was pretty basic shit. You like your queen? A lot.
Do you know who the fuck her queen is? Because she's lying to
Nope,
us
just-
about who that
just-
is.
You know she likes them. The plant was in fact dying. It was in her pocket.
So you were planning on bringing it. Mm-hmm.
She brought it the whole time. Yeah.
Yes, I have had the plant on me for quite some time, and I was waiting for the perfect place where it would thrive and survive and live.
If this destroys this settlement, you made blink. You made
Wait, are you gonna hurt those?
the fucking bird help you. You made the fucking bird help you. And so that could be on
is
his
your
conscience.
plant gonna hurt these little birds?
I hope not.
How do you,
You
not
don't
know?
It's
just a
magic,
plant.
Wikipedia. Did you ask
Well, I
any
mean, if-
questions from your queen when she gave it to you?
Okay.
I mean,
well, have you
I
ever
guess
questioned a
lilies
queen?
Are kind of
Like
toxic to like cats, and so I don't know the species of birds that they are. So maybe if they cut it down and eat it, maybe one of them will have an itchy throat. I don't know.
I'll also
Maybe
say
they're
this,
allergic
Tawny.
to it.
You are a
just a
princess.
plant.
Like, for the rest of us, questioning our queen's motives doesn't end well. Usually, we lose a head or two.
Well, I'm also not planting dangerous plants in the bottom of temples, so
To be
And
fair,
I'm also
dangerous.
not doing rituals to dark statues and getting gifts in return.
Okay.
Mickey
not
says
a
something.
ritual.
He's going.
One, not a ritual. Two, dangerous is an assumption. Just saying.
I'm going to
Were there
hand
not, like,
the
dark
oars
deities
into
all
Binky's and
over that
Kodak's
temple?
hands to get them to start moving.
Where are we
You
moving?
doing what? What
I'm
to whose hands?
shoving the oars from the boat into Kildak and Binky's hands to get them to start rowing.
I just gotta one. Okay. One arm it up. Okay. One
Yep.
move.
Binky will start to also, as soon as he gets the oar, he just starts to row. And the boat begins to move back to town.
I just
Oh, would you look at that? The octopus has spoken. It's shot time.
Woo!
that was-
Shot time!
I got a poor shot.
Ugh.
That was so. For the audience at home, that was beautiful timing on my players' part. They are professionals. However, that was a random timer, and so don't give my players too much credit. They got lucky that the octopus gave them a beautiful segue.
Shot number
There we go.
2.
Shot number 2.
Oh.
That one went down the wrong pipe.
Oh my god.
Obviously, these are my first shots ever, and that's why I'm struggling so hard. Clearly.
Second one was not great.
No.
These darn landlubbers don't know how to handle their rum.
So, Tawny, if you saw Wikipedia plant the plant, why didn't you unplant the plant?
Because a monster came out and fucking attacked her.
And I wonder whose
Oh.
fault that was.
Probably the plant.
The
Yeah.
plant.
The monster
I mean-
lived deep in the water. It didn't come out when we first went down there. It went when you started digging around in the pool.
If you plant a plant and then a monster attacks you, probably the plant.
I don't know, when you
Plant.
say a prayer to a dark goddess and a monster attacks you.
I didn't say a prayer to a dark goddess. I poured water on a statue.
Is that not like an offering?
Of water? I mean, shit, that shit's everywhere.
Yeah, and then a water monster came out and attacked us.
Well, if I made an offering, why would it attack us? It gave it. We got flowers. That's a good thing.
I don't know, maybe it was a warning.
Yeah, black roses are a warning. 3 of them. Since when was the number 3 and the color black a bad thing? When has that ever been a warning?
I don't even have the capacity to continue this conversation. Just take your flower back, and I throw it back at Kildak. And
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. You can. I mean, if you don't want it, I'll give it to Binky. But
yeah, you give it to Binky.
okay, here you go, Binky.
Takes it and goes. and then just eats the top of the rose.
Let's hope they're good roses.
I'm gonna just
Pinky dies
sniff it
on
real
you.
quick to see if it was poisonous.
He's not poisonous.
Binky's the test. I mean, if Binky doesn't die, I'm in the clear.
It still doesn't mean you didn't summon that monster. I believe that you summoned that monster.
I didn't summon that monster.
I believe that you did.
At least Kildak was just being the Kildak we all know. Whoop. That wasn't very Wikipedia-like of you.
Planting?
Planting? She grew up on a farm.
I was just gonna say, my background is in agriculture.
Yes. I'm more concerned about the fact that you have a queen and that you're planting magical things for her and that you had pre-planned to plant this.
Yeah, the secret mission for an entity that we're unfamiliar with.
That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't sit great
Not
with me because like
digging in
what-
soil.
what other secret missions do you have from the so-called queen?
She's my beloved.
Is
Wouldn't
she
you do
your?
anything for
Is she
whoever
like?
you love the
Ah,
most?
is she like? Oh, my queen, or like? Is she like my queen?
You're dating the queen?
Or is she both? I didn't even think about that. Holy shit!
She's like, queen. She'd
You
be
have
like,
a dark
queen.
side chick that you didn't even tell us about?
What makes her dark?
I was say I know nothing about Dark.
The
She's
fact
beautiful.
that she's lying about who the queen is. If her queen was the queen of sunshine and good times, she wouldn't fucking lie about it.
We
She would
all
tell me
hide
who
our
she
secret
was.
lovers. That's. We don't need to delve into that one.
Kildak stops short. You go, you don't need to tell him that.
Didn't you do anything to avenge your aunt? Isn't that what we're doing? Anything for you?
Are we
That's
avenging
Why
your
can't
queen?
I do something
Is your queen
I
dead?
love?
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about this
you
queen.
totally could if you told us about it, if you weren't keeping it a secret, and if it didn't seem like it, I don't know, fucked everything up.
It really it wasn't a secret. It was more so I just had it in my pocket. I wasn't
I
like
am very
necessarily
frustrated
hiding.
right now, and I'm just gonna reach over and tug on her hair. Just
You want to play this game? Oh, does Tony want to fucking go?
Oh no. Hold on. We
oh
should.
no, I'm doing it. What do I have to roll?
Wikipedia, are you gonna make like? Do you think you have time to get out of the wake? Would you try to avoid it, or is it something that happens so quick that you think you get your hit?
I believe that it happened so quick. She can tug my hair.
Yep.
It happened.
Like not super hard. Like I'm not yanking it out or anything, but like how
Yeah.
you'd fight with a sister, I'm pulling her hair.
I would also say, yes, Wikipedia. So you get your hair pulled. Not the first time Wikipedia's had her hair pulled by a sister in a fight.
Ooh. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Took a turn.
Shoemaker! Inappropriate.
I said the ooh before the sister. I'm sorry. There was queens and.
Ooh, oh, that's canon. Kildak goes, ooh, oh,
No.
ooh.
Kildak just
Kildak
watches
reads-
Connie pull her hair.
Kildak
and
reads
he's like,
attention.
oh,
Ooh. He goes, ooh, and then he looks to he looks, yeah, he goes, ooh, and then realizes the context and he goes, ooh. Oh. That's excellent. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, Wikipedia, you get your hair tugged.
Does it do any damage?
No. No. It's just emotional damage, if you will.
Not
Okay,
even
I'm
a
gonna
point
get in
of
there and like
damage?
break them
No.
up. I'm gonna keep them apart with my one arm and my shoulder, I guess.
Perfect. Binky does not stop rowing.
is
The boat just starts going in a circle.
okay, is your one arm reaching out and touching Tawny, or is Tawny getting the shoulder bit? Are you touching me?
No. I mean, no.
Okay. It mattered.
Yes, I am. Totally am because you instigated the attack. So I'm
Okay.
keeping you, and I'm putting my shoulder towards
The
Wikipedia.
second his arm gets on mine, I'm going to try to shove it off.
Just fighting everybody.
Kildek, are you gonna accept the shove, or do you want to resist the shove?
Like, I mean, she can just kind of like push me off, and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
And like
Yep.
just like growls a little bit. Like Tawny is pissed off, and this is the first time she's really ever been pissed off since she's entered. Like she was upset when everything happened with her aunt, but like she is like thought that she could trust the Wikipedia, and now she doesn't know what to believe. And they had fought a little bit the session prior to that when Tawny had brought Penelope down, and so she's just angry.
Which is fair. That's fair. Wikipedia. Yeah. Cool. So, with that, the boat makes its way down the river. Tawny, clearly upset. Wikipedia, where's your head at coming into the village?
I am probably equally frustrated, but less visibly angry. I guess, and I'm also like partly like sad that she's so distrusting of me and she's getting so upset and so wound up over this when it was just, for me, a very simple, small action. I just had this plant and I just planted it in the only place that I found that it was going to survive. And now she's so mad at me over this, and so I'm probably just kind of sticking near Kildek now since he kind of pushed between the two of us. And I don't want to be right next to Tawny right now, so I'm standing next to Kildek.
Cool. Where's Kildek's head at coming into the village?
This is a tough one. I don't like seeing my team broken up like this, but this is...
The lightning on Tawny's shoulders is just like growing. Like she's just like visibly fuming.
So I don't really know how serious this is. I don't like that Wikipedia had like this secret mission or whatever, but I mean, we all got our secrets, right? That's
Okay. As your boat comes and makes landfall at the village, the sun is lower in the horizon. The sky is beginning to turn these like beautiful shades of red, whereas the opposite side of the horizon is turning those deep shades of black and purple, and the first few stars are beginning to poke through the night sky. As you return to the village, the townsfolk, the Sauna people, are ecstatic. They are so excited to see you back. They welcome you. Everybody is kind of like crowding around. They're chirping, they're cooing, almost like asking you questions, giving you praise. As anyone who makes even a vaguely this motion, all of them, very, very excited to see everybody. The chief of the Sauna people, Chara, in his glowing orange and yellow plumage, motions you towards one of the trees, and you see that these trees in their village have been carved out hollow to house their living quarters, their working quarters, and just all around, like they're, instead of having tents, they live in these trees. Chief Chara walks us into his chief tree. Binky comes along, but Binky actually is going to stand just outside the tree and like welcome you guys in to the big tree. Inside the tree, you see that the chief has a small fire going with a pot that's brewing over this fire. You can hear outside that the people are, making things and getting things ready as you guys move through. I actually need Wikipedia. As you move from the boat, all the people are moving around. They're cooing at you. They're speaking to you. As you move towards the chief's tent, the chief's tree, I need you to make a perception check for me.
While she's doing that, how long have we been gone from this village?
You have been gone the afternoon, so say 4 to 6 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How is that perception with you?
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Wow.
Ooh.
Very perceptive today.
She
I am on edge.
Understandably.
Which means as you go back, you notice that these the Sauna people are currently preparing for a celebration. They're getting together like banners and streamers and party supplies and food and games, and they're getting all this stuff together. However, you also see that there's a group of the Sauna by the river. There's a mother and her reprimanding her 2 children by the river. On a nat 20, you are able to get some insight onto what's going on just by perceiving their body language, their movements. And coming from a small village like this, you are adept to be able to reading this from a distance. You see that the mother is reprimanding these children. The children are pointing to themselves, pointing at the river. Like all the motion, like all we were doing was playing in the river. And you can see what she's reprimanding them about is some of their feathers have turned from like these vibrant rainbow colors to like black, some to like a violet purple, others been to fade to like a brown color, and their beaks, instead of being like the toucan or like those like very clean snouts, now have caruncles and snoods, which are real words for like the fleshy bits on like roosters and vultures, like the flesh that comes off the beak. Yeah, I googled what those are called, and it's called a caruncle and a snood. I believe a caruncle is on top and the snood is on the bottom.
Thanks, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, no problem. But I may get that switched. If you're a bird person and you know better than me, then let me know. I want to know.
If you're a bird person, let me know.
If you're a bird person, let me know. And as you see, like that, their bodies are kind of starting to change. You get an intrusive thought that hits your mind, and what you think. The thought that hits your mind is their mother worries that they are never going to find a mate because they look hideous. But now they are imperfect and distinct, different and unique. And that is truly beautiful. And that is the thought that hits your mind before you go into the tree. Fortunately, the octopus has spoken, and that's another shot for the crew.
Well, that was quick.
Holy shit, this octopus
Like
needs to
less
slow the
than 10
fuck down.
That was 16 minutes.
I don't have enough to keep going.
Good thing that Tawny didn't notice that.
Yeah,
You
good
wanted a
thing.
combat session, you're getting a player combat session.
All right. Shot number 3.
At number 3.
Let's go!
Whoa. Oh,
Happy birthday, Aubrey.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday. We're celebrating with player versus player combat.
Oh, I'm not ready
Please
for
don't.
it every time.
I can't pick a side.
Please, no.
I'm like trying to push the blame onto you, but you're also my only like line of defense to like protect
Yeah! Stop it! I did nothing wrong. I poured water on a
you. You
statue.
broke my mind.
They literally... Well, that's your fault.
Bringing up
That
the
no,
queen,
no, that's your fault.
bringing up that you had a queen made it worse, because if you could have just kept trying to play it off, but now that I know that you also have a secret alliance that I didn't know about, and that you won't tell me who she is,
That's my thing.
it's
That's
just
my thing.
progressively making Tawny more and more
100%.
upset.
100%.
All right.
That's fair. That's very fair.
What's happening in this
All-
tree,
all
John? Are
valid
we burning it
comments.
down?
You are not burning it down.
You said there was a
see-
fire.
There is a fire in the tree. The tree is not burning. Once again, the Keebler elves make cookies in the tree. which means that it
and
has
Buddy
to.
the elf told us they burned down during the dry season.
It's not the dry season, it's a
I
rainforest.
was gonna say, isn't it like a jungle or something?
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay, maybe
Fair
the
enough.
sun is affecting us just a little.
Yeah, so you make your way into this not dry, this damp tree.
Gross.
And there's a fire being cooking a cauldron, and you see that there are like bubbles coming out of it. It's overflowing a little bit, sizzling on the sides. Pink steam begins to bellow out of it.
I was about to ask
And-
if it looked like the same soup that we ate before we left, and then you said pink steam, and I was like, nope.
No, that's a different stew.
This is dinner is different. This is not the depressed guppy during Wallywig. They eat different
This is-
things.
This is not Wallywig schlop. No, this is like some weird like pink steams coming out of it, and kind of begins to obscure the tree hut and begins to kind of obscure everyone within. Yeah,
Oh.
go ahead.
No,
Oh.
I'm just. Oh,
Got it. As you begin to kind of breathe in the steam, it smells like sweet. It smells savory. It has a very like fulfilling smell. Very like inviting smell. And as you're breathing this in, you hear Chief Chara is chirping and he's cooing, and then all of a sudden, as he's making these noise, and you hear the noise from outside and the bubbling of the cauldron, all three of you at about the same time realize that you can understand the coos they say. Like they just start to make sense. So you don't really know when it started. Just all of a sudden you're like, oh, like I get this. It's making sense. And you hear him say, this is our ritual of oneness. Binky has told me that you follow in the footsteps of the One-Eyed One, taker of nothing and the giver of gift. He has graced us with his presence, and therefore we hope to grace you with oneness. We hope that our gift allows you to work together and know each other better.
that's gonna be tough.
Under my breath, I lean into Kildak's direction and go, what the fuck did you say to them?
As
I didn't say anything.
As this interaction happens, Tawny, you say, what the heck did you say to them? As you lean in and go to talk to Kildak, you realize that Kildak is much taller than you last remembered him. And then you also, like, it clicks immediately after that he's not actually taller. You're a lot shorter than you last remembered to be.
That's short.
You look down. You are sitting crisscross applesauce. You have a big oversized coat over your shoulders. You have a bunch of daggers strapped to your belt. You're wearing completely different clothes, and then it hits you that you look up and across the tree. You are looking at yourself sitting across. At the same time, Wikipede, you look around and you feel the first thing that Wikipede notices is that she feels very hairy. She has hair in places that she didn't know that you could have hair. And you go to kind of check yourself for that's kind of weird, to scratch. And you move to scratch, and there's not an arm on that side. And you look down, and you're missing an arm on your left side. Look across and see yourself looking absolutely flabbergasted at Tawny. And at the same time, Kildag, you feel very
There's only
tall.
one left. Oh shit!
Like you feel very tall. You feel incredibly clean, and you, whatever clothes that you're currently wearing, you can feel a breeze, and you're like nothing's like strapped down to you. Nothing's tightened. There's no
You are
leather.
not wearing
like
underwear.
There's no under. Like it's so breezy, and it's not until you see like. You look over and you see like frantic like padding of somebody's body, and you look over and you realize it's your body, but you're looking down on yourself, that all three of you kind of come to the realization that something drastic has happened. And with that, Chief Chara goes, "Go and enjoy the festivities," and pushes you out of the this tree. And as he pushes you out, all three of you are greeted by this the entire village of the Sauna people cheering and very excited to see all of you.
I'm kind of walking like with my arms crossed in front of my the regions, just kind of like keeping my legs crossed.
I like muffled a scream when I first realized it. Like no sound came out, but just like was that, and Wikipedia looks like she's about to cry.
I'm just gonna be like waving my stub arm.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I don't have an arm.
I do!
Okay,
Hi!
as I
all the
my
Sauna people begin to wave like at Tawny. Some of them like blush a little bit and like.
I'm gonna try to push through the crowd to get to, because I assume when we got pushed out, we might be like a little bit separated because of how many people there are.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want to try to get to where Tawny is,
Sure.
but I'm not used to how short I am, so I like just like struggling.
Yeah.
Like so used to such a demanding presence that now I'm like down here.
You find yourself, you've been able to move between people's legs as they're taking a step. Like you can slide in between legs as you make your way to.
You're only
And
3
you-
feet tall.
And you don't wear underwear.
I would assume I'm wearing underwear now.
Gilded is. Tawny doesn't.
Wikipedia just constantly gets a show.
Wikipedia has known this for a long time. And Tawny does not wear underwear.
Do I make it to
Let's stop.
Tawny?
Yes. Yes, you make it to
I'm
Tawny.
also making my way to the group.
I'm gonna.
Do
jump
I
over-
speak with Tawny's voice?
Yes.
Oh, hello!
That is not how Tawny speaks.
It is
Not how Tawny speaks.
Tawny has a very low voice.
Tawny has a very low voice.
Kildak in Tawny's body is just raising her voice.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Kildak thinks he has to raise his voice in order to make it sound like Tawny, so he is
I'm
raising
Tawny. This is weird.
I'm gonna like just try to like grab her arms and try to get them to go down. So embarrassed. And he's like, "What is it? Is it your left arm that you usually don't have?"
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
yeah.
like,
I am missing a left arm.
His left arm is moving a lot.
and I just like grab it. Do I even succeed?
Yeah, make a dexterity check with disadvantage, and you get to use Wikipedia's dexterity.
You're literally catching these hands.
Oh no. Oh no.
My dex has a +4.
Okay.
Get to add 4.
15.
Kildak, and you can roll a strength check with Tawny's strength.
I'm not gonna like fight it. If she catches it, she catches it.
Oh, that's fair.
I got a
It's just
15.
A 13, you reach up and you catch it, and for like a couple seconds, you're just holding onto Tawny's arm, your feet dangling in the air before you get it down. But
Hi, Kildek.
Tori, who is Wicked P
This
and
is
Kildek's
weird.
body, you see this going on as you approach.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why are you climbing on Tawny? Who are you? Wait, who's who, by the way? Are you? You?
As you're having this
Tawny.
conversation, all the bird people kind of like cock their heads a little bit. They look kind of curious about what's going on.
Tawny
up.
says, I'm Tawny.
I'm Tawny.
Shut up.
I
Shut
don't
up.
think so.
Shut up. And then I'm gonna
How do you
just
not know me?
turn and like smile at the bird people.
Some of them like smile. A couple of them give like a little wave back. Most of them are still like entranced with Tawny. She made a very good impression when they first arrived at town.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Who are you saying that to?
That's a good impression. They're short too.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah, I think the Sauna people are pretty tall.
Okay.
They're between 4 and 5 feet.
They're not seen under her dress.
And the Sonic people are very excited. You see them begin to quickly move. A bunch of the Sonic people begin to move. Kind of, some of them like kind of usher Tawny to one direction. Some of the other Sonic people kind of grab Kildak and begin to drag you to another spot. And a couple of the others, the younger children, grab Wicked P and begin to like hold her hand, and like they grab both of your hands and begin to move you to a different spot. I need all three of you to roll initiative, not for combat, just to know who we're running through first.
Oh, do I roll as Wicked P though?
You absolutely
Yeah,
roll.
so Wicked P gets a +4 to her initiative.
Oh, natural 20. 24.
Wow.
Wow.
Tawny gets a 16.
I also got a 16.
Roll
Okay, roll again.
Rollies.
18 natural.
A 10 + 3 would be 13.
Yeah, +2. I have a dirty 20.
Ah, okay.
It does.
All right. The octopus has spoken. That's another shot.
Shot time.
Shot number...
Shot number
Four?
4.
4!
Shot number 4.
Oh,
I just don't think I particularly like shots.
Every shot I take, it actually gets worse.
Yeah, how is it getting worse?
It's the aftertaste like lingering on my tongue.
no, yeah, you need
Chaser.
Yeah.
a chaser.
How is it getting worse? I thought the more you drank, the better it was supposed to taste. How is every shot getting worse?
Maybe you should try something else. Maybe we both should try something else.
Ugh.
But I like my fruity shot.
The fruity
This
shots
isn't
are-
sponsored.
I like my
It's
my
just
nondescript. I like my grape vodka. My non-name brand
non-name
grape
brand.
vodka. Perfect. Wicked P, run by
Ooh.
Tawny, run by Aubrey. You are up first. You
Who?
get that would be Wicked P, run by Tawny, run by Aubrey.
Okay, thanks.
Gets to go first. You are pulled away, both hands taken by these two children, into a cluster of I wouldn't say like toddlers, younger sauna people. This ranges anywhere from like children of elementary age to like young adults. And you see that they bring you to, like, in this big commotion, they sit you down on a log stump, they move some wood in front of you, and they put like a bib tuck it in your shirt, and they just begin to slide you meals. They are very excited to have you try their food. So first they start just like slinging like smoked meats your way. Does Wikipedia take the food?
So as she's being pulled along, I'm just gonna be like looking back and trying to keep my eyes on Tawny and just like so short and just so quickly losing her in the crowd. But like so unsure of what to do in this body. And I'm just being dragged along, and I can just feel how wrong it is to be in someone else's body. And as they hand me food, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna like try to plaster on a Wikipedia smile, but it's just like Tawny is good at many things, and dealing with children is not one of those. So she's incredibly uncomfortable. She was mad, and now she's just like in a state of panic, feeling trapped because she's missing her other half. Like, not only is she missing her body, but I can't turn into a dragon anymore. And it's just like panicked. And so she's like eating, she takes the meats and she's eating it, but she's like,
yeah, oh, absolutely. You see as the meat gets set in front of you, and you feel that stress and that like anxiety, you get kicked up with almost like a halfling biological feature, whereas that anxiety usually triggers in like fear or anger. And not to say that Wikipedia doesn't feel those emotions, but where you feel the classic halfling coping mechanism as you feel like these hard emotions, you're hungry. You want to eat food. And you just start to pound back food like you've never eaten before. And like comfort eating, I as for a princess, isn't really something that Tawny is used to, and something that I don't imagine Tawny is used to. Mm-hmm. And something that I imagine Wikipedia is very used to is comfort eating. And you like they're sliding these meats. They begin to slide like fruit salads in front of you, the freshest of fruits. You've been eating. I mean, regardless of what persons and what body, you've been eating like dried jerky, crackers, food that's been in barrels for long journeys, and they're sliding you fresh fruits, fresh veggies. Every bite, there's juices coming out, and it is delicious. They've been sliding like mushroom meals. Coming across, and you were just going to town.
Going
as
at it.
You see, yeah.
As they're being handed to her, the first couple, she's just chowing down. And then about halfway through, as they keep giving me more and more dishes, I'm reminded that I'm Wikipedia, and I go, thank you. And like just like the weirdest, most uncomfortable thank you starts coming out of her mouth when she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this happened, but I should probably be a little bit more Wikipedia-like. And it's like almost as if just like being in this new skin, she's just like, oh, Wikipedia would say thank you. And she's just furious at Wikipedia and just like, thank you.
You see every thank you lights up these Sauna's faces. They are like so honored that you would eat their food and be thankful for it. Like it is absolutely making their day. You see as they're going, they stop giving you food at one point, and a couple of the children like take your hands and pick you up, and they move you to one of their games. And you see they put you in like it's almost like a they've marked off an area to be a ring of sorts, and they put two other Sauna in this ring with you, and you see that they're looking around, they're looking at each other like big smiles on their face, and both of them take their feathered hands and put them behind their back. What do you do? Everyone around this ring is like anticipating and looking at you.
Is there like they're tight around? There's no clear exit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's tighter. No, you can't see anyone. As soon as you get your hands behind their back, you see one of the sauna jump up on like a log. They go, brah, 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 and they dump a bag of seeds onto the ground, and it is a seed eating contest. And these other birds begin to and just start to peck up as many seeds as they can. Yeah, and as they're going, like people like are cheering, they're cheering you on. Yeah, what does Wikipedia do? You see they're getting mud on their face. They're pecking up these seeds off of the ground.
Absolute making a face starts looking to see if she can find anyone to get out of this.
Yeah, so if you want to try to see your companions, it will be a perception check. If you want to convince another bird to hop in, it's going to be a persuasion check.
No, that's not what she's thinking. She wants out. She wants her friends. Oh no.
What was that?
What is Maya's with?
You're
Oh,
gonna
holy
use-
shit, you're perceptive.
She's +6, I believe.
I mean, I rolled a 4, but 10.
Cool.
Not bad.
You spot from across the village that some of your other companions, including your own body, have been moved to. You see Kildak getting moved around the camp, like a big, like open campfire, and you see Tawny is being taken, kind of like to the edge of the jungle. But they are, like, almost beyond shouting distance. Not that they're that far, but the fact that there's so many, like, people and so much cheering around you, is the issue.
So I'm gonna just like try to like walk out and just like slowly let my hands drop and be like, oh no, and like get close to like one of the other birds.
Okay. You see the other birds that stop pecking, and you see they kind of sigh, and the other ones cheering are like, no, like this is part of the game, like go do it, and they're trying to cheer you on. You think that if you hop out, they're not going to stop you, but they are going to be like disappointed that you didn't want to like join in the game. They thought Wikipedia was one of them, just a small town girl.
And she's gonna see this, and she's just gonna be like, and then the bird near her, and she's gonna be like, don't you want to do this? And charm person.
Ooh.
Just like instinctively, as she's trying to get out, she just feels the warlock powers like kind of like come out, and it's not something she's used to, but she's so panicked because she does not want to put her face in the mud. Like she just physically cannot do that to herself, even as
she can't
Wikipedia,
bring herself to do it.
that it just like kind of comes out.
Yeah. Charm person, I believe it's a saving throw on their part. Should be a charisma saving throw.
All right, I'm gonna mark off a pack slot for that.
So they do not pass. And you see that this one bows its head, says something to the rest of the group. They give like a half-hearted cheer. One of the bigger ones picks you up and sits you like on his shoulders, and the other one hops in and begins to peck away. And these have like a seed pecking race.
And then I'm gonna just cheer along and be super excited to try to like assimilate in that way, and like kind of just like almost like be like, yeah, totally.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
And you get a +6 for Tawny's persuasion. Or for Wikipedia's persuasion.
We could be so much dealing with people than me. 18.
Cool.
Agreed.
You are able to get back in their good graces. They're very excited to have you cheering along with them. As the game comes to a close, the one that jumped in for you won the game. very excited. Humpback gives you a headbutt and gives you much thanks. I'm so glad that we made you happy. And they offer, when you leave, since they were so grateful that you enjoyed their food, they offered to give you 3 days worth of supplies for the ship.
The children can just give away 3 days worth of supplies for a ship.
Yeah.
Those are some powerful children.
Yeah, there's something.
Got a lot of food.
I'm gonna go like, oh, thank you. And then like as they're like offering her this, she goes to like blow a kiss, and then like at one of the older looking young adult people, and then realize that that's just like not something Wickethy would do, and so it just like awkwardly goes to her heart, and it's like, thank you.
They are very excited to have your thanks. They are honored by how polite Wickethy is. Across the river, across the bridge, you see that Tawny has been brought to the not a clearing, but an opening in the woods near the trees in their little village, and you see this is a lot of like the young adults that were blushing and waving at Tawny earlier, waving at Tawny when she first came, and they bring Tawny over. They give you a seat, Tawny, and they begin to put on like a mini Olympics for you that they like a mini Olympics that they want you to judge. So they have a tree climbing contest that they're doing. They have so they are like racing up this tree to show who's the fastest. They have a log balancing competition. So there you see them in the river, like they're balancing on logs, the logs rolling, and they're like bouncing out, they're running on the log. And the final challenge is a plumage contest. So they have everyone come out, and they're showing off their feathers. They're giving like a full display, like full mating dance of plumage. There is a bright red bird. There is a blue bird with like green highlights, and then there is a yellow bird with blue highlights. And they want you to choose which one is the prettiest bird of the three.
Are any of them the one that Tawny winked at earlier?
The red one is the one that Tawny winked at earlier. But whether Kildak knows that or not, I'll leave that to Kildak.
Nope. Oh my, you all have such full plumages. Wow. You should all be winners in my book.
You see... Tawny, the very fair, everybody wins kind of gal. You see, with that, they begin to like get riled up and like show off their feathers more. They're puffing their chests out.
Oh, you can keep that in. I don't need to see all of that.
The one that is blue with the green. No, it was yellow with blue highlights. She begins to like do like a full like dance, like shaking, like gives like a full plumage.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, pause.
Yeah.
That's a she?
That one's a she. Yeah.
Oh.
They all have pretty colors.
I just assumed they were all guys.
You would think most of them are guys, but yeah, in the Sauna tribe, everyone is like very vibrant, and so she's like giving this like big shake of feathers. The other two, like the red one is puffing out his chest, trying to get big, and then the other one is doing like a full like dance with his what would be wings, but really just like the long feathers coming off of his arm. They desperately want you to pick a winner.
Pick one. Okay. Oh my, it's so hard to pick. As a princess, you know, I guess it is my stately duty to pick one, the very best. There's no better than you, and as the best with the most plumage, I pick you, with the yellow feathers and the blue. What was your name?
This one just begins to do like a quick dance around. Tells you their name is Chickenfoot.
That's a terrible name.
He pounds his head. It's really sad.
First tawny thing he's done.
Sorry, but like we had Binky earlier, and you're Chickenfoot. Like, sorry, I guess you don't get to pick your name. Do you get to pick your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a nickname that's not Chickenfoot?
Some call me Hannah.
That'll work. I can
Cool.
live with that. Hi, Hannah. Nice to meet you. I'm Tawny.
Hannah gives you is talking to you like with her head pressed against yours, and then kind of like because you picked her, just leans in for a kiss.
Want a beak?
Yeah, she just leans her head in, like kind of expecting.
Okay. I guess I'll. There you go. Hi, Hannah.
You see like all of her feathers ruffle. She's very excited about that. And you see the other ones.
I'm a princess.
Uh,
Have you heard that I'm a princess? I have lightning too.
the other ones are kind of like they're sad. They're kind of kicking the dirt, but they're not like throwing a fit. They're not frustrated.
Oh, you guys look beautiful too. Yellow's my favorite color.
They understand. They get it. You see
Is yellow Kildak's favorite color?
Okay. You see one of them, the ones that were not competing in the plumage contest, comes over to you with these two like baskets. The first one, you open it up and it has like very like a rudimentary like jewelry, earrings, rings, clearly like carven out of wood, like tied with vines, very much homemade.
Oh my, it looks like a bear. Oh, so cute. Or maybe like a fish.
You see like these even small compliments are, you know, from coming from a princess from the outside world are hugely
I'm a
Sauna people.
princess.
They're so excited about it. You see the second basket is full of like food. It has like some like big chunks of meat, not like presented, just kind of like laid in there. Odd trinkets, kind of like weird like cuts of wood, some just like chunks of rock. And the one presenting it to you says, "This basket of jewelry is for you. Please take it as a token of our gratitude for being so blessing our tribe with your beauty." And they hand you that. And they say, "This second basket, they request that you, when you return to your wooden whale, please take this, and it would save us much trouble if you set it adrift in the sea. The tide will take it to His Majesty Mechadun, and he will continue to grant us protection."
Oh my, okay. That sounds like something I can attempt to try and remember to do.
And they say, "Thank you. It's very important to us that we give our tribute to His Majesty Mechadun."
I just have to put it in the water, right? Like it'll do
Yes.
do the Mechadun stuff? Okay.
The tide will take it to Mechadun. You need not worry. It's simply a long journey back to the shore.
For the basket?
Well, so we had to take it into the bay. And to save us the journey, it would be much appreciated if you could take this with us. And we would be humbled by you helping out our people.
Does the river not flow to the bay?
No, the river flows in from the bay.
That's wild. That's a weird ecological system you have here. And my vast study of history and earthly objects have told me that's a little unorthodox, and I really appreciate that about your town.
They are flattered that you are amazed by their river. And you see, like, every once in a while in the next, like, hour, they'll just keep, like, showing the river and be like, it's flowing this way, and, like, expect you to be excited about it.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
The
As a
Sauna people,
princess, I learned so much about rivers, and this one is so unique, and I just love it.
the Sauna people think Tawny is the nicest lady ever.
Oh, that's so true. I am so nice. Please, don't ever contact me again.
Moving over to the big campfire, Kildek, you have been brought in front of the campfire. There's this big stump. They move you onto the stump, and you see them stand there. And as you're standing there, a bunch of the other ones begin to move like little canvases out. Some of them take like big blocks of wood, and you see they're having an art contest for Kildek. Some of them are carving him in his likeness. Some of them are painting
Start
pictures.
to pose.
What
Only
pose
one
do you
arm.
take up for Kildek?
I was gonna say, so this is the stump arm. It goes all the way up, and the other one on my waist. And this arm's in the air.
You see that some of them begin to like paint with their like very like natural paints. Some of them are carving him out of wood. One of them in the back is taking mud and just throwing it at a canvas. He doesn't really understand what he's doing, but he's very excited about it.
He's doing his best.
They come over. You see they're carving it, and they ask you to turn around. They can see if they have to turn.
Oh yeah, I wanna take my jacket off, whip it over my shoulder, and give him the backside.
There's an ooh.
Kildek's
backside.
backside.
There's an ooh from the crowd. Some of that, you see a couple of them, like one of them that was working on the statue, ditches the statue, takes a whole new one, and begins like very excitedly carving a new one. It's just Kildek's butt. There's no, it's like from the waist to the leg, like it's not distinct like Kildek, it's just his butt. Yeah, they are very excited about it. Make a performance check for me with Kildek's performance.
His performance, okay. 1. Ooh, 19.
19. The Sauna people are thoroughly impressed by Kildek. They think he is the epitome of being a pirate, the most like the coolest guy in town. Very much alike Captain Emerald himself. And you see, like as they begin to finish, they begin to like come up and show you like their pieces of art. And like some of them have done paintings, they've done carvings. They've been making it like one made it like out of mud and clay, has made like a rendition of just Kildek's face. But it looks nothing like Kildek. But it has the beard, it has one eye, and that's the only reason why you know it's Kildek.
Oh, I forgot I only had one eye. I did forget about that.
Yeah.
Everything you see just seems like more flat.
Everything, yeah, there's no depth perception.
Yeah, they want you to judge which piece of art you like the best between the paintings, the
one with
wooden
the
carving.
ass.
Huh?
The ass one, the ass sculpture.
Oh, the ass sculpture, beautiful.
Nice. It's brown, it's plump.
They are very thankful. You see that they go and they like hang up their other paintings. They go move around, but the ass sculpture goes to Kildek.
I'm gonna, for a second, I'm gonna pause them real quick while they're all moving their artwork around. I'm gonna try and like the deep voice, try and kind of mimic the Kildek. Be like, and point to the fire and be like, do you mind? Do you mind real quick if I? And I'm gonna walk over to the fire and I'll pull my pants down and I want to pee in the fire because I haven't peed all day, and I am now a boy.
Yeah. The butt sculpture gets one more addition. because now it has a 360 view of it. But yeah, you get to pee in the
Kodak.
fire. It's
With
relieving.
some relief.
What are they seeing?
It's a
A
good
lot of
view.
hair.
It's a good
There's a
view.
lot of hair.
There's a lot of hair down there.
How do I want to describe this? You have more aim than you'd expect. I think that would be the biggest surprise if you could.
I'm glad
if you,
that's what you were describing. The aim.
Yeah. If you had to,
Cool.
if you had
Period.
to, Jake, if you had to describe what it is like to pee in the woods to the ladies, I think that the biggest difference would be it's easy. It's definitely easier, and you have excellent aim.
Oh yeah, I'm not used to like men's drawers or like underwear. Like they go to the ankles.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
are you whole?
So Kildek's pants are to the ankles right now.
Are you holding it and aiming?
What, you think he's not and just spraying everywhere?
I think at first I was aiming, and then upon like everyone else kind of getting a kick of my drawers being down, I think I let go and while peeing.
I did not strip naked as Tawny.
You're, I would say that Aubrey, when Tawny in Wikipeedia's body looks over during the fiasco in the pit, this is the quick moment she catches of Kildek. She's like, "That's not who I'm looking for." But that's the brief bit that you get of Kildek where you go back to find your body.
Wikipedia
Excellent.
Tony is scarred for life.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, so
Like
you get
with
a 360 sculpture of everything above Kildek's knees and below his belly button.
Can I keep that?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
going
yeah,
on the fucking ship. Absolutely.
Coming on
Yeah.
the ship with us.
yes,
But it's
they
in
keep that.
Kildek's pocket.
It is.
right now.
It is in Kildek's possession. I'm gonna add
in-
that. I'm gonna add that to Kildek's inventory. What do we want to call this?
Nether region sculpture.
Nether region sculpture. That's a good idea. As you're receiving this Kildek bust, rather.
My pants are still down. I put next to me, kind of comparing. Yeah, look at that.
You look out.
Yeah, look at that. It's pretty good.
Make a. You don't need to make a perception for this. As you kind of look around, you notice, because you rolled a nat 20 before, you're kind of on the lookout for it. You notice that one of the Sauna people with darkening feathers,
Don't say anymore.
you see them. They kind of like break away from the rest of the group. They're not like turning super dark. They have like brighter feathers on top, but like the tips of their feathers are turning like a darker brown color. They have a little like their feathers around their eyes are becoming darker or black, and you see they are just kind of like unimpressed by the food, the games, the dancing, and you almost like recognize the sentiment. It's definitely not unfamiliar to Wikipedia to have your town be entranced by communal cheese pots and not be impressed by it. And you see the Sauna person kind of like does a double take, make sure that none of their like friends or family would notice, and they kind of wander off into the jungle.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Oh.
Oh. As that happens, all of you kind of feel a weird shift. You feel like you get a little dizzy for a second. You blink a couple times. It's hard to see what's going on. Like your head just gets fuzzy.
If we're being honest, my head's already fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
I think we're all already there.
Yay! The octopus said shot time.
Shot time! Shot
Shot number 5.
Woo!
5.
Oh god, I don't want to do this.
That was significantly better.
Oh,
The peach,
Shots are good.
the peach schnapps.
that was hard.
Doesn't mix with the grape of
You were doing what? Vodka before? Vodka shots?
grape vodka. Yeah.
You did 4 vodka shots.
That's what I'm doing. Great vodka.
In like what, 40 minutes, an hour?
Ah.
Woo. All right, here we go, kids. So
We're
everything's getting blurry. Yeah, everything's getting
You're
blurry.
right, everything's getting blurry.
You're getting a little dizzy.
Yep.
True.
And then Keeldeck, you feel yourself bouncing. You
I don't wanna
realize
do that.
that you're really tall, and you look down. You are on top of one of these sauna's shoulders. They are cheering
soft?
over. Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Silky feathers, cool. Love it.
Silky feather. Yeah, exactly. It would be like sitting on a bird.
I feel like those feel
Okay.
more like squish than soft.
Birds can have soft feathers.
I just meant
Yeah.
birds
I feel
are
like that's
small and I am big and I go squish when I sit on
Well,
birds.
you're riding on big birds, so
Oh,
Yeah, it'd be like riding on Big Bird's shoulders.
okay.
You realize you have that oversized coat over your back. You feel less hairy than you normally are, but still about as less hairy as a little hairier than your previous body. You look down. You are in Wikipe's body.
How old's Wikipedia?
20
Look at me. I'm 26.
Cool.
Pretty young for a halfling.
Wikipe, you feel yourself as you come to, and you're less dizzy, and your hearing comes back. You are currently being given these 2 baskets of gifts. One is to be taken to the bay in order to be given to His Majesty Mechadune. The other is a gift to you. You feel very tall right now. You are, for the first time, looking over all these sauna people. And as you look down, you also feel very breezy. And you look down and you are in the black dress. It's a black dress, correct, Tawny?
she
this
changes
black
her
dress.
outfit. She's not always in the character art outfit. Tawny has
That's fair.
many outfits, but I'll say today she is in that black dress again.
She's in her black dress. And you are in Tawny's body. And Tawny, you feel yourself a little taller than previously. The biggest difference is that you were very hairy.
Very dirty and pantsless.
Yeah, your pants at your ankles.
This is of
And-
nightmares.
So just like before.
You are missing your left arm. You have an eye patch over where your left eye was. And you are currently holding a wooden sculpture of this body's butt and crotch.
One moment. She does not feel good. She
Oh.
might cry.
Oh,
She does not want to be a boy. She does not want to be hairy, and she certainly does not want to be dirty.
you are all 3.
She's like looking at it, and she's like,
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, you're all 3. As you guys kind of begin to come to terms with the new bodies that you're in, you hear a kind of a commotion that's different from like the partying and the celebrations this evening. And as like you're coming to terms with the new body that you're in, it's a shock to the system. And as everything comes to, you're hearing like again the commotion, and you're thinking, oh, okay, there's a lot of people moving around. The commotion sounds frantic, not excited. The shouting begins to sound scared, not enthusiastic. And as you turn towards where this commotion is, you see coming through the tree line steps 3 figures. All 3 of them have like this weird arcane smoke coming off of them. The first figure is an aging man, probably in his 50s, 60s, dressed in bright red robes. He comes striding through the woods, wand out in hand, preparing to cast a spell. The second person to come through is not a person, but a huge beast lumbers into the village. This creature looks to what we would recognize as a gorilla. Almost 8 feet tall, hulking arms, bulking torso with this like bright red fur. The biggest difference between this creature and a gorilla are the thick horns that curl out of its forehead. And it lumbers into the village.
That's terrifying.
And the final person to step through is this very beautiful looking woman in a red robe with black orbs ornamenting the edges and the wherever it's hemmed, it all is ornamented in black orbs. She has these tattoos on her face and under her eyes that run down in thick lines that go underneath the robe all the way out and stretch all the way down to the tips of her fingers. So like these lines that run from her cheeks all the way down to her fingertips. Also, wand outstretched. I need all 3 of you to make history checks for me.
Oh, dear God.
Ooh, natural 20.
As Tawny has got a 19.
Wikipedia don't know shit. This is a dirty 1.
Okay.
It's not
then
even
you're
a useful no, it's not a natural 1. I rolled a 2 and have a -1 in history. This is a dirty 1. I don't get to reroll this.
No.
No.
Wikipedia is lucky. Keldak is so unlucky that in Wikipedia's body, it doesn't happen. You see that there is the gorilla coming up beside the pretty woman. You see on this same side of the river is Wikipedia surrounded by the previously cheering Sauna people. On this same side of the river is Tawny, who was watching the Olympics. On the opposite side of the river is the big campfire where Kildak was posing. As they come through, I'll do it this way. Aubrey and Tori.
Mm-hmm.
You both, which would be Aubrey is playing Tawny, who is playing Kildak. And Tori, who's playing Wikipedia, who is playing Tawny. Both of you recognize the gorilla creature and this woman dressed in red. You recognize them because you caught a glimpse of this same gorilla on the deck of a ship in the dead of night while working for a ghost of Captain Emerald. And you also saw this woman when she came on board on deck of the ship and began to cast some very powerful spells to dispel some of these ghosts while you went and took care of Zulker Morzmek's daughter. As these two come out, or actually all 3 of them come out of the tree line, you see the gorilla creature lumbers in, and as people begin to rapidly back away from where they're coming out of the forest, the gorilla creature with uncomfortably quick speed thumps forward and puts this huge paw on one of the smallest of the Sauna people, just putting a grip onto it, and then just like holds it to the ground. You see the other wizard, the older man across the river, on the right side of the river, begins to cast an incantation with his wand, and the woman steps forward and says, to the people of this jungle, I am Lady Ethra, acting Zulker of Continental Defense. To the captain of the Depressed Guppy. And she kind of scans around and then locks eyes with Tawny, who is played by Wikipedia with Tori. Looks eyes with you. He says, I extend this humble invitation. A feast has been prepared on my vessel in your honor. I would hate to keep our audience waiting. And she flicks her wand once, and a thin, like little sparkle kind of shoots out, and it hovers through the air and settles near the campfire. And as soon as it stops, it goes from like a little twinkle to like just like a burning flame that begins to like shake in the air and slowly intensify as she begins to hold the spell.
Wait, so this woman recognized Tawny as the captain of the Depressed Guppy?
That is correct. That's correct.
Kildak
A
is
beautiful woman. I'm also the captain. Hi.
You see, she shoots a glance over to you and goes, "Shut up, halfling. I was not speaking to you. Pets are not invited. You're welcome to return to your ship and do whatever your kind does."
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you were really pretty and I wanted to have dinner with you.
She does not break eye contact with Tawny.
Kildak is
Who is Wikipedia.
frantically buttoning his pants. He like as soon as they showed up, it's like starting to hype him up and is like trying to get the belt on, and it's just like looking at Tawny.
You see that the older red wizard that came through is watching you button up your pants and just rolls his eyes as he's doing his incantation. Ugh, savages. And he's casting some spell.
Did you not know that there is not one sole captain to the Guppy?
To be frank, I do not care. I simply humbly invite you to dinner aboard my ship. I think that we have a lot to discuss, and I think it can be discussed in pleasurable terms aboard and she like slaps her shoulder with one of her hands and says, "Without a mosquito-infested environment, wouldn't you say?"
Miss Beautiful Woman, I'd like to discuss things with pleasurable terms with you.
How about you go back to your ship? We'll clean ourselves up and we will meet you there. The three of us as our co-captains of our Guppy.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Tawny's persuasion with my roll.
Oh, God. Tawny's persuasion's terrible.
15.
15.
It's a good roll.
Tawny's persuasion isn't bad.
I don't know. Her charisma's low.
We know.
You see that this woman thinks about it for a second, and the gorilla looks to Tawny, looks back to the wizard, and then says, Gothnar Nosra. And as it like speaks, it's very guttural, it's very deep, and as the words drip out of its mouth, you get the feeling in your gut like when you're a child and a friend says a swear word in front of your parents that you know they're not supposed to say, and you know that like your parents would get mad about, like that like deep feeling in your gut, like they said something they should not have.
That was really specific, John.
Yeah, thanks.
So, you have experience in that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, none of you speak the language that he is speaking, but all three of you like feel like this weird, like his voice is deeply blasphemous as he says these words.
Go back to your ship.
And the Lady Ethra holds out a hand, flicks her wand once, and this burning like spark, which has now become like a small orb, dissipates. And she looks to the gorilla and says, "I don't think so, Apostle. They will be reasonable." She immediately turns on her heel and says, "Be at my ship within the hour. I do not accept pets on board." And then snaps once. The other wizard turns on his heel, begins to make his way back into the woods. Apostle grumbles something under his breath, tosses the child back towards the rest of the Sauna people, and begins to lumber back into the woods.
I sprint to Tawny.
Yeah, I try to get our whole group together.
Running.
Cool. Yeah, you guys get together. At this point, you see that there is a flash in the woods, and all three of these people are gone.
Wikipedia, which one are you?
That one, and I point.
Yeah. Hi, Wikipedia. She didn't like you.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Which means she just really doesn't like Tawny. Which is who?
This one, and I grab Tawny's hand and I try to pull her to the chief's tent.
Cool. You know that it takes about 30 minutes of rowing to get back to the boat.
It takes 30 minutes of rowing to get back to the boat?
30 minutes of rowing to get back to the boat.
Well, we better get going.
So you have an hour to be back at her ship.
So
I gotta get
what
dressed.
Are we killing her?
No. Chief's tent, right now. I will not be a boy a second longer. Chief's tent now.
Whoa, what's wrong
I
with
don't
being
know
a
if we have
boy?
time for that. We need to discuss a plan.
No.
We need to get back to our ship so we can get dressed, so we can go to her ship for dinner.
Kildak.
What?
We're not getting dressed.
Or wouldn't we get dressed for dinner? You don't have other clothes to wear? This is all you have?
Isn't this all you have, Kildak? I've never seen you in anything else.
We killed.
Well, I have my dinner best
How do they
for
know
like
who
those
we
rare
are?
occasions.
How do they?
We killed the girl before her. She is the successor.
Well, I mean,
Oh, this is the girl that took over the place that we killed that girl.
Yes.
Emerald was the one who did
Probably
it.
trying to come after us to kill us now.
But do they know it was us?
Why? How did they find us?
Probably. Why else would you
She's
be
so
here?
what'd she say? She was in charge of
Kildak.
She was in charge of continental defense. So if we get off the continent, she has no jurisdiction to defend against us.
So, do we want to meet her on her ship, or do we want to get back to our ship and flee?
I need in my own body.
Shut up.
I don't think we have time. I also kind of like being tall. I'm
No.
taller than all of you. And it's pretty
Do
fun.
not do
I
anything.
kind of like being tall.
As Wikipedia, I'm having a good time. I'm also kind of waiting to get new mail from my queen so I can kind of see what's up.
I will not stay like this. I cannot stay like this.
Just embrace it. Just embrace it.
I start looking
It
around. for
wasn't
the
that
key.
bad. I mean, I was in Kildek's body a few moments ago. It wasn't that bad.
I'm in
This
Kildek's
is
body
the
almost
worst
always.
experience of my life. And I cradled my aunt's dead body.
Have you tried taking out? Have you tried putting? Never mind.
I yanked Wikipee's hair again.
Ow!
Which Wikipedia? Real Wikipedia or Jake?
I believe Jake's hair.
Jacob.
Go back to my hair. You already pulled it once. You need to
Ow!
pull it again.
Do I see the chief anywhere?
Yeah, you see that the chief is trying to calm people down. And people are very concerned, motioning to the way direction the forest just was, or where the people walked into the forest. They're very concerned that these people are going to come back and destroy their village.
Understandable
Listen.
concern.
We swapped bodies the first time. And then after some time, we swapped bodies a second time.
So we'll probably
think-
do it a third time.
We'll probably do it again and be back in our own bodies.
I need it
I'm
now.
sure it'll happen again. I don't know if he can reverse it. What if he does the ritual again, and then I'm back in Kildek's body, and you're back in a different body?
Okay, Wikipee, you're going to need to keep your mouth shut.
I
No
didn't say
dragon
anything.
shit. I am talking to myself right now.
This is very good.
I hate having only one arm. I can't stand this. Wikipee, if you do anything to endanger and let know who I am, all they know is Tawny.
So do
and
you
it
want to
better
take
stay
charge
that
in
way.
talking to them? That's fine. Do you want to take charge?
They're not gonna
I-
talk to a fucking dwarf.
I don't think they're gonna talk to me either.
I
I don't even know that I'm allowed to go to dinner.
Okay,
And
you have
honestly,
five-
as Wikipede, like I really just kind of wanted to like have dinner with this woman.
Okay,
We're gonna have dinner with the woman. It sounds like we're going on her boat anyway.
She called me a
Kodak
pet.
Wikipee, you go to the depressed guppy and get the boat ready to get the frick out.
It's ready. It's already
Wiki-
ready.
You're going by
Tawny,
yourself?
Wikipee Tawny. I need
Me?
yes. We're gonna
You're
go
Wikipede
to the
Tawny, aren't
ship,
you?
and we are
How do
going
you know?
to get me on as your security detail as a really low standard lover. You
Wow, that was a jump. I don't know that I Kildak am uncomfortable with that implication.
I
I don't know if I'm comfortable going without me.
they're not gonna
Without
let Kodak Wikipee on.
I told them that there are 3 captains and that all 3 will come
Oh,
to the
what
ship.
if we send
There's
Mr.
exactly
Orc?
3 of us.
What if we send Mr. Orc as our third?
Are you?
It has been 15 minutes. You have 30 minutes of travel. With
We
an
can
extra
do this
15.
on the boat. We can do this on the boat. Let's just go boat. Boat.
Okay, boat.
Cool. You grab your boat. You will have time to discuss. You have 30 minutes to
30
discuss things. As you're getting on the boat and you're sailing back, what boat is your destination?
Our boat.
And actually, I will be more specific. You boat the 30 minutes out. As you come into this moonlit bay, you see that dominating the bay is the dark wood of the Arcane Ward, a ship that has the battle scars that you recognize caused by the ghost ship just a few days prior. It looks like it's been...
We did that.
Shut
Yes.
up.
You also see that laying an anchor a couple hundred feet from it is the depressed guppy.
That's
And
us.
as you look around, the anxious carp, nowhere to be seen.
Well, they are anxious. They have social anxiety. They don't like hanging around
think
other
all
ships.
3 of us should go. I don't want to split up.
Okay, hold on.
Everything was
Wow.
weird with this.
Hold on.
What if we're too far away and then we can't body swap back?
That's a good thought.
All 3 are
also,
going.
Tawny, who's Tawny? Wikipede?
What?
I'm
Are you
Tawny
Tawny?
Kildak.
I
Okay.
look like Tawny.
Yeah,
That's
you should have a
Tawny.
basket. Do you have a basket?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No?
Tawny doesn't carry a basket.
You were.
Oh.
I'll leave it up to
why
you.
would Tawny
You
carry
left
anything?
the
Have you seen Tawny
basket?
carry anything?
I will give it up to
They
you.
asked
You were
us to do a
given-
favor.
They did give you the basket. Like it was in your hands when the other people come. It's up to you if you held onto it or put it down.
I had the basket?
You had
the
2
basket.
baskets.
You
Okay,
were
then
given.
I'll have 2 baskets.
Okay, I'm just.
You can really see that I'm carrying 2 baskets then. Fuck it.
Fuck it. The one needs to go in the water.
Why?
The
Is
bird
this
people
really
asked
your
us
top
to.
priority?
Well, yeah, they asked us to do it.
What's in the other one? And I start like shuffling through it.
One
That
of them
one's
has
for
jewelry.
Tawny, which is
Yeah,
also
one of them
me.
has like
What?
simple jewelry, rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings.
Hey, those are mine. I earned those
The other
fair and
one-
square.
I
still
tried
have
to
one.
growl at Kildak Wikipede, but in the Kildak form, it just doesn't come out the same.
It's just like a grumpy man. Just,
The second one.
cut
Okay.
meats, weird cuts of wood.
and
and
wood
rocks.
and rocks. Yep, and meat.
Yep.
It
They
needs to
want
go in the
this
water.
one to go in the water.
The one with wood, rocks, and meat goes in the water.
Fine. Goes in the water. This one we're giving to the lady.
Perfect.
Guess.
Cool. Which
I
which
earned
ship
that,
are
though.
you headed to? You have 15 minutes until she asked until
Yep.
for you to be on
To
that.
her
10
ship.
minutes?
The lady ship.
You go straight to the lady ship.
I didn't dress.
Okay.
I am tall enough to row.
Wikipede
And
doesn't
rowing
own
us.
a second outfit. You
How
got
does
the
Wikipede
one.
not own a second outfit?
I mean, I have a spare pair of pants somewhere.
Somewhere.
It all looks
Your
the
living
same.
space isn't that large.
Yeah, it's why it's somewhere.
Okay.
On the boat.
In the kitchen?
Maybe.
What?
I can't believe this is how I'm gonna die.
So you guys make your way to the arcane ward. You row to the side of the ship. You see that there's a net ladder that leads you up to the
Net ladder. I don't know why that's funny to me.
It's the alcohol.
to the side of the boat. I need all 3 of you to make perception checks with disadvantage.
Okay. Looking at Tawny's perception.
Your perception
great.
is 0.
Oh my gosh, you're so perceptive. 13 for Wikipede. Kildak.
9 for Kildak.
5.
Okay.
I am the most perceptive. Look at my eyes. They see all.
Cool. Kill
You
that.
do have 2 of them.
That's
It's
true.
so nice. It's so weird
Kill
though,
that.
because like everything's kind of like blurry. I'm just not used to it.
Kildak and Tawny's in Wikipede's body. You notice as you go to climb aboard the ship, just looks a little bit out of place. And as you kind of look around, you notice that on this side of the boat, not near any ladder, not near any like easily accessible place, there is another rowboat that has been hastily tied to part of the ship. And you clock that as you guys begin to climb the ladder. The octopus also has spoken. It's time for another shot.
Again?
The octopus spoke.
Fuck the
I like-
octopus. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this shot. I'm looking the opposite direction actually. Backwards to
Okay.
this shot. I'm looking backward to this shot.
Looking backwards to the shot.
Oh, it's a looking backwards at the shot.
To looking backwards at shots.
Looking backwards,
Looking
shot number
backwards at
6.
shots.
Number
Backwards at
6.
shot number 6.
Number 6. Number 6.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice one, alcohol.
Ugh.
Good work,
I need to wash
everybody.
it down with the same alcohol. My mixed
You know what
drink
makes
is
this alcohol
primarily
better?
comprised of this alcohol.
You know what makes this alcohol better? More alcohol.
More.
Ugh.
Excellent. As you guys make your way up the ladder, you are on the deck.
The net
of
ladder.
The net ladder. You are on the deck of the arcane ward. You can see, unlike the depressed guppy, the main deck is perfectly spotless. It's clean. It's got. It is also bustling with these large red men that look exactly like Bug-Eye Bill, with the exception of their heads being completely bald. Moving around, swabbing the deck, keeping everything clean. You also notice a big difference is the part of the deck that has the helm on it. It has a name, but I'm too drunk to remember it.
Quarter deck.
Quarter deck, thank you. The quarter deck is like physically gated off from the rest of the ship.
Is it a locked gate or just like a physical gate? Like,
It
is
is
it just a
a
mild
locked-
deterrent or a decent deterrent?
It is. There's no lock on it. It looks like there's just metal bars that go across that prevent people from simply getting over. And on the other side at the helm is that older gentleman with the red cloak at the helm.
Where's the
As you
pretty
come on
lady?
board, the pretty lady is not on the main deck,
Oh.
but who is on board is the gorilla, this big gorilla-like creature. Apostle, as he was referred to, is standing there, and as he sees all three of you come on board, a thick, meaty paw points to Tawny, and then points to the door to the captain's quarters.
Alright, I look at my two companions, and I think we head to the door.
As the three of you move, Apostle takes a lumbering step between you and the door. He gives a glaring glance to Kildak, looks down to Wikipede, and goes, and like chomps his fang teeth towards her.
Well,
This
she
is not
said
look-
no pets, but look at this furry thing. It's here.
I'm going.
We knock on the door.
Okay, I guess I'll stay here.
No, you
Um,
come.
He's just
all
told
go
me not
together.
to. Did you not hear that?
Go together.
He said,
go together.
I straighten up as much as I can as Kildak and like kind
That's not
of
much.
in a way that Kildak isn't used to being positioned, straighten him into like a haughty princess, like royal form, not necessarily just princess, but like a royal posture,
Posture.
and put my hand like on Tawny's back and just like nod my head to the gorilla.
I'll let you make either a persuasion. Nope, that's a lie. It'll be a deception check, or I would say a deception or performance, unless you can come up with something else that works that you would rather use.
No, deception is fine. Is deception charisma? Yes.
Yes, it is.
And we are on a boat. So I have
We are on a boat.
I
Did
have
you
a nice
guys?
little hat on.
Well, what do I have? A spyglass? That's not very helpful.
You do have the spyglass.
Hold on. I rolled
I'll
a
try
3,
and-
but wait.
There's more. There's a lot
There's
more.
But
more.
wait, there's
Okay,
more.
I rolled a 3, but it's a 15.
Yes, it is. Wait, no, it's not. What? How the fuck did you get to 15?
You have +7 to deception, and then +5 for your hat.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
No, it doesn't.
I'm looking at the character sheet.
Oh, that totally does
Plus-
add up. That's wild.
It-
What the fuck, Kildak?
Kildak, why have you not been using... As Wikipedia, you are so impressed by how deceptive your body looks. Like, damn, I could do that the whole time?
The whole time? The
That's
whole
crazy.
time?
That just looks like a princess. A princess dwarf man. A princess dwarf man. Wild.
You
I don't
see Apostle mutters something under his breath and then takes a big paw and goes to shove Kildak back away from Tawny. If you'd like to resist the shove, you're welcome to.
Yes.
Cool. It's going to be a strength check.
Do not kill me.
Release.
kill me. This is a bear gorilla thing.
Ooh. 21.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I did not roll that well. You see the gorilla like goes to push Kildak, and you brush his hand off. Although you only have one arm, your arm is much stronger than you're used to it being.
That's what happens when
and
you only
you-
have one.
You you brush him aside, and the apostle begins to just growl at Kildak and brings his face like inches from your face, Aubrey.
It's my body. It's my
You
body.
can see as he's growling, there's like drool and spittle just flying out of his mouth into your face.
The pet
Hey,
is
gorilla!
the halfling.
Look over here.
I am a high dwarf of importance and belong
It's a big lie.
at the princess's side, at Tawny's side.
Make a persuasion check
With
with
disadvantage.
He said
You-
advantage.
You have advantage because you won the strength check.
You have disadvantage
Oh,
because have
yeah.
you seen me?
No, but the posture is just like diving in, and is persuasion a charisma? Oh, fuck yeah,
Yep.
it is. I can't do math. 18 plus 7 plus 5. You got it.
30? That's 30. You did 30.
Thank you.
What
Thank
the
you.
fuck?
That major.
You, you see, with
Jake,
that.
I've never seen you roll the 30 with kill
Oh,
deck
30? What the fuck? What am I
You
been doing
see-
wrong?
that you see Tawny and Kildak's body is really flaunting every bit of charisma that Kildak has, and you see Apostle gives a huff and like shifts his body weight so he's still between Wikipedia and the door, but not between the two of Tawny and Kildak and the door.
So he's blocking me from the door.
Not you.
No, he's
Wait,
blocking,
blocking me.
Jake from the door.
He's blocking Kildak Wikipedia, not Wikipedia Tawny.
Yes.
God
Wikipedia Tawny
damn
is,
it, I hate this.
I'm gonna turn to this guy and be like, are the captains of the Guppy not supposed to meet with your captain?
She gave us a timeline and we were supposed to be there.
He just goes, Ushbanaka.
I don't
Your
understand
captain
you.
requested to speak with the captain of the Guppy. The captain of the Guppy consists of 3 people. All 3 of us must meet with your captain, as your captain requested.
He simply just like nods his head towards the door.
Is that,
And then
is that
we all-
me? I'll
Yes,
go.
you come.
Okay, I'll go.
You see, he steps once again in front of
Stop
Kildak
it!
Wikipedia.
with my
Wikipedia's body.
haughty
Ew.
appearance.
Never
He's gonna
describe
go.
Kildak as haughty.
Oh, he's haughty today.
He's haughty right now. Tony said that Wikipedia was the pet. That was herself. Wikipedia is the pet, and then Kildek is
Yes.
My cute
Was-
pet.
high stature.
But
And so you convinced Apostle that the two of you should be allowed in.
We go in.
Yeah.
Apostle will not let, in the current state, will not let Wikipedia through the door. Wikipedia's
Yeah.
body.
I'm a captain too.
Just is gonna look back.
That's what I'm saying.
at
To him. I'm trying to have a
Wikipedia.
conversation with him, saying, "Your captain requested to meet with the captain of the
He
Guppy."
clearly
Make
doesn't
an
understand
insight check
common.
For me.
He's just
Wikipedia.
grumbling.
Stay good, Wikipedia. It certainly would be bad if you sussed out this whole ship while we were gone.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Yeah, you.
That's true. I shouldn't
week-
check out the rest of the ship while you guys are having dinner. I'll just hang out and look at nothing.
By yourself?
It would
By
be
myself,
really.
I'll just-
it would be really bad if Wikipedia just hung out on this ship and all of a sudden, like, they just couldn't find her anymore, and then all of a sudden, she
Yeah,
just,
that's
like,
crazy.
was,
That's
like,
crazy.
so hidden that she almost was just gone.
She's not that stealthy.
I'll
Nudge,
okay, so
nudge, Tawny.
I'll just go and sit near I'll sit on the railing.
Cool. You sit on the railing. You see that Apostle, as your butt hits the railing, Apostle's like hind legs sink down. He's still watching you, but he sits down and is watching.
Okay, I'm going to
He's-
immediately pretend to be struggling for breath, and I'm gonna clutch my right hand to my chest and I'm gonna cast invisibility as I fall backwards.
Before we even got in the room?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
See
as
that?
I fall backwards off the thing, I'm gonna cast invisibility and try and catch myself with my left hand. Does that make
Cool.
sense?
You are invisible. Make a dexterity check for me.
Oh my goodness.
It's a low DC.
Seen this?
You're causing trouble before we
Kildak
even
is
talk
going to just
them.
I'm rolling a what? I'm sorry.
Dexterity check.
18.
You can do acrobatics if you want.
Acrobatics also 18.
Cool. You successfully grab onto the railing. You simply slip down, and are not just hanging from the other side of the railing. You see, as soon as you turn invisible, Apostle pops up on his back legs, growls a deep rumbling growl, and then just to confirm, good, yeah, and then he turns invisible.
Wait, what?
Oh
The
shit!
gorilla's gone. The gorilla's invisible.
I dropped the crowbar. I'm holding, and it just splashes in the water.
Okay.
Sorry, Tony. Or Wikipedia. You don't have a crowbar anymore.
Cool. The crowbar splashes in the water. Real quick, the other two, what would you like to do? You know
Kildak?
that your hour is very close to running.
As Wikipedia goes towards the railing, Kildak's gonna stop and straighten his appearance and straighten Tawny's appearance before moving to the door to try and give Wikipedia time.
Okay, cool. You straighten your appearance. You give a second outside the door. Cool. Okay. Yeah. At the very least, you think that Apostle will have to wouldn't want to leave without seeing you enter the door. So by you taking a little extra time, you feel like you're holding Apostle in place for a little bit, and then you move through the door.
And I just mutter to Tawny, stay calm, stay cool, don't be stupid.
I am not calm. I am not cool. I am very stupid.
We know.
I have no education.
Jake in Kildak's body. Jake, who is Kildak in Wikipedia's body. We will come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
The two, and I will remember that you dropped that crowbar. The two others, Wikipedia Tawny and Tawny Kildak, You open the door, you make your way into the next room, and you find yourself in a room that is physically too big to be in the captain's quarters of the ship. You are in like a grand dining hall. There is a large table splayed about. There is plates set at each spot. All the napkins are folded perfectly. You have all your sets of cutlery. The cups are set out, and as you enter in, the goblets magically fill with wine. The room smells deliciously of a meal being prepared and of like perfumes that have been sprayed in the area. As you enter, you see in this grand, like horned chair at the head of the table, Lady Ethra sits, hands clasped at her empty plate, sees both of you walk in, and says, "Captain of the Depressed Guppy, I thought I was clear. I will not have pets at my dinner."
And I thought I was clear that they are not pets, they are captains of the same status as I and of you.
You see, she rolls her eyes and says,
Good line. I really appreciated that. I think it's sticking up for me.
You're not there.
I'm kind of just sticking up for myself here.
I just really appreciated everything Tori had to say about my character. It was really nice.
She says, I guess the least I could expect from some pirates is being stubborn, but if you will have pets at the table, then so will I. And she waves her hand, and from under her chair scuttles an imp, a like small red winged creature, scurries onto the back of her chair, perches on one of the horns, and is like leaning off, looking like behind the horn, looking behind her head, and just kind of taking like a scan of the table and looking around. You see from what's up?
If we're having pets at the table, then let's bring the halfling in. She's quite a show.
She goes, no, I think 2 pets is enough for.
I don't get to make a persuasive check for that.
Sure, you can make a persuasion check. I'll give it to you. It's going to be with disadvantage. As the person that she did not, the person that she did not want here, advocating for another person here.
But like, with his shoulders back.
But with his
Haughty
shoulder.
Kildek. Haughty hot Kildek.
That's not what haughty means.
Haughty, hot, Kildek.
It's haughty and hot. It's both.
Can we add haughty and hot to all of Kildek's bios?
Absolutely. Check tomorrow.
23.
All updated.
23. Unfortunately, Ethra's
What the fuck was the
charisma.
DC?
It was a contested roll.
Oh.
And unfortunately, she
What the
rolled very
fuck
high.
was the contested roll?
I mean, I rolled a
Yeah.
fucking 11, so.
She rolled an 18.
I thought you said 23.
Yes,
Well,
because
so
you have
she-
a billion pluses.
Well, right. So 23.
You see Ethra snaps her fingers again and says, Mullet, please, the chairs. And from one of the back rooms of this unnaturally large space, a man dressed in like it is a robe, but it's like very tightly buttoned. It's almost more of a suit than a robe. Comes out, strolls around the table, and pulls 2 chairs back from this very long table, set for probably like 12 people. Pulls 2 chairs back for the 2 of you to sit.
I guide Tawny into her seat before sitting next to her.
Thank you.
As you do from the same back room, another figure steps out, and it is a fiend, a full devil, red head to toe, these big thick horns coming out of his forehead, thick black leathery wings, and like a bathrobe wrapped around his body. Strolls out and he goes, "Oh, good evening, darling. How pleasant of you to join us. Ethra, I didn't know you invited guests tonight." And Ethra, very unamused, goes, "That's because you were not invited, Dante." And Dante pulls up a chair directly across the table from the two of you and goes, "Oh, hush, I won't interrupt. I'm only here for the free food," and leans across the table to you, to Tawny's, Wickeby Tawny, and goes, "The macaroons are to die for." And he kicks both of his feet, his cloven hooves, up on the table before sitting back. Ethra...
So how do you two know each other?
Ethra immediately goes, "That is none of your business, pirate."
Just making conversation.
Dante,
You invited me here for dinner.
Dante speaks up. He goes, "Oh, she was doing a little bit of exploration into the unknown, and we happened to strike a deal. Isn't that right, Ethra? You know, tit for tat, knowledge for knowledge, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing that none of us haven't done before. Isn't that right?"
Absolutely. How fun. What kind of deal?
He leans into the table and says, "Oh, you're a fun one, aren't you? How long did it take you to grow that beard?"
Oh, this thing? Just the past, 10 years.
Ooh, I like this one. He's fun.
Oh god, don't have sex with my body.
Please don't have hot gay sex with the devil with my body.
Named Dante!
Please.
How unoriginal are you?
I thought it was fun.
Sorry.
Excellent.
Continue.
No, you're good. You see Ethra pushing these comments out, still making eye contact with Tawny. Says, "So, Captain, or captains of the Depressed Guppy, it is so exciting to have you, such a renowned vessel, in our presence. Or should I say, notorious. You have quite the reputation on the coast."
Oh, I wouldn't call ourselves notorious. See,
Oh.
we haven't been doing too much, just lollygagging and partying on some islands is all.
I've been a part of the Depressed Guppy for years, and let me tell you, it is simply a bore.
She snaps her fingers. Mullet, her servant, waves his wand above the table, and you see a meal of roast chicken and the green beans, fine vegetables appear on all of the plates.
I immediately begin to eat. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Tawny immediately begins again. Are you using the utensils on there?
I wasn't at first until I look up and
I,
see
like,
that
nudge
she
her.
probably is using utensils. And Kildak is nudging me and wants me to use utensils, and I will put the chicken down and grab up a fork and a knife and start to eat.
You see the Dante, as soon as the food's there, bib in his coat and begins to, or his robe, and begins to dig right in. You see Ethra does not touch her food. She raises an eyebrow and says, "Quite the manners on this, such a finely dressed captain. You would think that the captains of the Sword Coast would have some manners, wouldn't you?"
Well, like you said, we are just pirates.
Obviously.
And Kildak starts to like pick up the chicken with his fingers, like expected of him, and it's just like a little bit too slow as he raises it up.
I really want chicken.
So what is the true reason that you have called for us upon your ship?
I just, with such a notorious vessel in the bay, I couldn't help but speak to its captains. You see, it's so convenient for you that we do not pledge allegiance to the King of Waterdeep. You see, he has.
I knew it was a
quite the
king.
You're not here.
I don't care. I knew it was a king.
He has quite the list of crimes against you, Whereas I only have a short list. And she reaches out a hand and is handed a scroll by Mullop, unravels it, and she says, reading from it, goes, "Possession of a Neil," looks over and kind of like makes eye contact with the two of you.
Of Neil? Who's Neil?
She says,
I don't know who Neil. Wait. But before you continue, I'm gonna get stuck on this. Who's Neil?
No, stop it.
Neil is not a name, it's a species. The species that we invented to do the heavy lifting, the dirty work. You see, we grow them back in our cities and in our minds. And
Gross.
we wanted to meet you personally, so we took the liberty of saving you the trouble. We went aboard your ship, and to try to meet you. You unfortunately weren't there. You had a stand-in. He was as polite as he could be, but I think that he learned his manners quite quickly. And the two of you would remember that Kildak left the admiral in charge. And she says, well, since of course we grow the Neils and we create them, they are ours and ours to do with. And so the fact that you had one is obvious that you didn't get him by. Yeah, what's up?
No, that's not any. I understand the confusion. See, here's the thing: is that is actually a druid shape-shifting as a Neil, simply to fit into the Sword Coast culture. That is not a Neil.
Cool. Make a deception check.
This is why I fucking married her. That was so fucking smart.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
What? That was
no.
genius.
It was very smart.
I had rolled a natural 20, but that's not what I get.
Oh.
It did already capture him.
And he's just pretending. What is this? Hold on. 11, 16.
This is... Okay.
That's not bad.
No. She raises an eyebrow and says, well, he seemed pretty real to me. We'll have to
Deep in
investigate.
character, a theater kid.
If what you say is true, then we'll redact that from our list. Any more questions? Captain, I'm sorry, I didn't get a name from you.
Kildak.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
My name is also Kildak.
What the fuck? Why is everybody blaming me?
Wait,
Because that was what Tawny wrote on the signature for the contract was Kildak, so contractually her name is Kildak.
he
I
killed us.
hate you
Wait,
all.
they already know
I hate you all.
Tawny's name. They've been
Make a deception
speaking
check.
to her.
With disadvantage because Tawny literally just said her name was Kildak.
Who asked her
What
what
am
her
I
name
rolling?
was?
Deception.
What?
My
Rolling 2 of them.
Okay.
My God.
I got a natural 20 and a natural 1.
No,
Oh,
you didn't.
No.
No, you
Natural 20
didn't.
and a natural 1. So I would have had a 27.
You see, she raises an eyebrow. Dante just laughs out loud.
Lovers in my culture go by the same name. She took my name when we
Lovers do adapt names.
consummated our relationship.
She goes,
We
excellent.
did consummate our relationship.
She sighs and goes,
What?
excellent. A human following dwarven culture, just what we need.
Yep.
Well, may I continue my list?
Sure.
Possession of a needle. Possession of black powder weapons. Possession
And
of
let's stop there. I don't know what a black powder weapon even is.
guns, flintlocks, cannons.
All pirates have those. You can't
See
be
any of that
serious.
equipment on me?
You're not the
Aboard your
law.
She very much
Possession of
is.
ale. Possession ale. Alcohol.
We drank all that last Tuesday. You know.
That reminds me of when Barkin was like, no, I don't. I thought it was only illegal to drink on weekdays. Like, no, Barkin, you're 18. It's always illegal to drink, especially on campus. We didn't have alcohol. We drank it all last Tuesday. She... God, I don't know what she would say to that. Fuck.
What did you say to that? If you're a police officer.
She,
Not the police.
She is! She's the Continental Defense! That's the definition of police!
Started this conversation saying she wasn't Waterdeep.
she,
Who gives a fuck about Waterdeep? We're on the other side of an ocean from Waterdeep!
Dante spits all of his wine back into his cup. Tawny and Kildek's body. At this point, it clicks in your brain that Ethra was the person the ring box was originally intended for, and so you mailed this box to this lady. The ring box has not arrived to her yet, but this was the implied recipient.
So, remembering that, I will still take Tawny's hand as if it's just like the romantic lovers thing and pull it under the table to try to play into that
God.
disguise, but also to hide our
Playing
ways on our
Kodak
finger.
holding hands? That's crazy.
So continue on the list. Possession of ale. Flying the colors of rebellion. Wanted by the Crown of Waterdeep, not that I care very much. And harboring criminals of the coast. Again, not that I care very much. Ethra hands the scroll back to Mollop and goes, all of these could be waived, of course. I am the acting Zolker of Continental Defense. I am, of course, just doing my due diligence here on the coast of my continent. To that point, what are you doing here?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? That's a great
We-
fucking question.
I will let you two think on that question, and we're going to cut back to the outside of this boat.
Oh no. Hi.
The crowbar hits the water,
Yes, it does.
splashes in.
I noticed that Wikipedia was in possession of 2 crowbars, and that seemed grossly unnecessary, so I dropped one.
So now
What
she's
the fuck? With
Fine.
Chris- I'm
My
sorry.
crowbar's alone.
They like hid it in the folds of her long jacket. That's why it's so big. to
Why
just
did
hold
you
all her
have
shit.
2 crowbars?
Now
You open up the jacket and there's like pockets everywhere. It's full of pockets.
Kildak and Tawny in Wikipedia's body. You feel a second after the door closes, where the other two enter, the railing of that you're holding on to bows under a massive weight. There's a thump on the wood underneath you as something moves over and behind you, and then you can hear like the sound of, you can actually see these like thick claw marks dig into the wood beside the ship and climb its way down the side towards where the splash was.
I'm going up.
Cool. You vault up and over. Make a stealth check with advantage for me.
Dear God. The advantage was 5. Plus 4. So 9
Yep,
total.
4 for stealth.
Okay. You thump up. You get on the other side, and as you land, you're like, "All right, perfect. I'm invisible." You go to move, and you run to your next spot.
How quick was that happening? Like, did Kildak's pausing of to adjust his stuff and Tawny's stuff, like, are they still there?
That's a good point. I will say that, yeah, so you were able to get to where... that's a good point. I forgot about that.
Because that's why I paused.
Yeah, so you actually... Let's run it back real quick. Kildak, you have a second where Tawny is adjusting her jacket.
Oh, man, I love the third Harry Potter movie.
What?
They have the timetables and they go back and they redo the scene.
I got you. I absolutely got you. Yes. And so you have a second to do whatever you would like as you're on the edge of this boat.
Oh, man, as much as I'd like to be there for that dinner, I have too much of an advantage right now. I just like to go below deck.
Cool. I will say, even with your 9, with Tawny's help, adjusting the jacket, you get below deck. None of the Neils spot you, and you've given, as far as you can tell, Apostle the slip. You duck below deck. As you get to the second deck, immediately below, this is the gun deck. You can see that there are 3 Neils moving around a very ratty dining room table. It's barely a plank of wood. They don't even have chairs. They have boxes and things that have been pushed against it that they've been eating off of. You see that there is another set of stairs that go deeper, and there's also a door that leads into a secondary room that's would be to your left.
So you said this is the gun room. This is where all the cannons are?
Yep, there's a bunch of cannons in here.
So what prevents the cannons from rolling around when the ship pitches against waves?
I would say rope.
Is it possible to cut one of those ropes?
Sure. It's going to be a sleight of hand check to make sure that none of these Neils spot a rope go loose. And
that's perfect. Wikipedia, very good at sleight of hand. Do I get that with advantage? Thank God.
Yep.
What are you trying to cut it with?
One of your daggers.
Cool. So you go to reach. Does the packed weapon dagger look different from the other daggers? Toward.
Yes.
Cool.
I pick up the glowing one.
There is a dagger that looks like. I'll let Tori describe what your dagger looks like.
This dagger, it almost looks like glass, but it also shimmers kind of green. And yeah, there's definitely a magical aura to it. It definitely stands out against the other ones.
It obviously looks sharper.
It looks and feels, has like the texture of glass, but it is definitely stronger. And when you grab it, you do not feel like it is going to break as glass.
Beautiful. I rolled an 18 to cut this rope.
Cool. That rope is in your possession. I'll give you, it's 50 feet of, the standard rope. So you'll have another 50 feet of hempen rope, and that rope is cut from the, that cannon. That cannon is loose.
How many cannons can I do that for?
What did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
I'll say you can do it to 2 cannons.
Okay. I want to cut both cannons free.
Without getting caught.
Yeah,
Cool.
I cut
So
both of those cannons free.
2 cannons. And you get 2. I'll say total you get 50 feet of them.
Awesome. Cool. I guess I want to kind of explore the lower deck if that's possible, like this deck.
Sweet. Cool. Give me another stealth check with advantage for me. As these needles they're not doing anything crazy. They're just mopping the deck. The biggest problem isn't really getting around these guys who are large and kind of standing still. But it's mostly that because they're mopping, there's large wet spots on the floor, and stepping through it would leave footprints.
With advantage, I got a natural 20.
Ooh, yeah, you
Nice.
are deadly silent. You slip past any bit of water. You clear into the lower deck. As you get into the lower deck, I need a perception check. And I'll say with that nat 20, you can get advantage as you are so stealthy that you pretty much have free reign over this.
Oh my gosh,
Lower
you're
deck.
perceptive. So a 17 on perception.
Cool. You notice a couple things when you come down.
Can I use my
First-
spyglass? Is that weird?
It is a little. You're in a little too close
Okay,
to.
that's fair. That's fair. I totally get it. I just wanted to try.
Yeah. As you come down, very close to you, within 10 feet, there is a wizard with like sunken cheeks, dark spot, like looks like he hasn't slept in a long time. And he is standing in front of a table with a bunch of like torture devices that he's been like kind of going through and organizing and kind of like cackling at as he kind of organizes and prepares
Oh no.
to do some not nice things. In a cage up against the stern of the ship, there's a cage, and within the cage is Bug-Eye Bill.
Oh no.
He has handcuffs around his wrists, around his ankles, and which are then chained together. So wrists chained together, ankles chained together, and then both of those chained together. And is like slumped on the floor, head down. Clearly Bug-Eye Bill from the massive amount of hair on his head.
Okay.
You also look
so
real quick,
obviously-
Vanessa,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
let me give you the full wrap of the cargo deck.
Yeah. Sorry.
On the other side of the ship, actually, I'm sorry. So I was at the bow was Bug-Eye Bill. At the stern, at the very back, there is there's a bunch of cargo. You actually recognize some of this cargo as the stuff from the merchant ship that you took. The coal, the paper was removed from your ship and taken aboard this ship. You also see not all of, but a huge set of your gunpowder has also been removed from the ship and is in all the barrels have been stacked together and netted together at the back of the boat. In addition, on 17, the last thing that you notice, because I wrote poorly, sifting through the cargo very quietly, but not unbeknownst to you, is Marcus Leatherback, who has cracked open one of the crates and is like very quietly like shuffling things into a bag.
So just to recap, it's me, Torture
Yep.
Organizer,
Yep.
Bug-Eye Bill, and Marcus.
Yep.
That's
Correct.
it. That's everybody on
That's
this
it.
deck.
Everybody on this deck that you can
Is there a single barrel near the Torture Organizer?
see. Yeah.
Cool. Can I sneak up behind him and slit his throat?
Absolutely. Make a. You're gonna make an attack to hit check with advantage.
and don't you get 2 because you are using a funky glass weapon?
Yeah, I'm using her thing, her special bit.
Cool.
I don't know how to do
When
that. She doesn't have that clicked
When you
in.
go to move your dagger, it kind of like looks like it's lagging in air a bit, if that makes any sense, as
Okay.
this black shadow kind of follows behind it. and that's what's gonna do your second damage.
Okay.
If it.
So I rolled a 16 to hit, plus it looks like 11. What the shit? A 17, a 30, what? A 27 to hit?
Yeah, that will hit. Yeah.
What the fuck, Wikipedia?
So that first attack hits. Roll to hit again.
Okay.
This one without advantage, and as the
do I still get the
lag,
plus 11?
You do still get the plus 11.
15.
Cool. All right, both of those hit. You can roll damage twice for that dagger.
Oh wait, I just rolled a d20. That's not damage.
Don't do that.
Nope, it's a d4. It's only a d4. That's weird.
Yeah, it has a large 2 hit and only a d4 to do damage.
Okay, well, I rolled 2 4s.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. So, is the plus 5 to only to one of those?
Nope, it's to both. They're two separate attacks.
Shit. Okay, cool. So what is that? 18? Yeah.
18. You just barely got past this guy's. Yeah, damn it. That's crazy. Yeah, he's dead. Yep. You reach up, you slit his throat, you see he slumps to the ground. Make a stealth check for me, just straight. As this guy slumps
Just straight?
to the ground.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this
just
is a natural 11 plus 4 is 15.
Okay.
I don't think you're alone.
Yeah, he slumps to the ground. Bug-Eye does not look up, and you don't see Marcus move or he's still shoveling things into his bag.
Okay, I'd like to kind of put this guy in that close by barrel, if possible.
Yeah, you haul his body back and just slump him into this barrel.
You're so
Cool.
small. I just see Wikipedia just jumping to shove him in.
It is a
Probably
process.
tilting the barrel down, shoving the body in, and tilting the barrel back up.
Using mostly one hand and then being like, oh.
Oh, yeah!
You have lost your invisibility by making an attack.
Oh, shit.
You just
How
yeah,
many
the second you
Oh,
split
shit.
his throat, you become visible.
How many spell slots does Wikipedia have left?
I used one.
Absolutely nothing.
Would you
She has no spell left.
Would you
You
use
are
it
all
on?
bad.
I
I was waiting
a
for you to
bird.
cast a spell, and I was afraid it wasn't gonna work.
Fuck.
You have nothing left.
Wait, what spell slots do you have? Just in general?
She has two.
Two second level spell slots?
Two third
Two
level.
third level.
Damn it. Okay, so invisible. And will
now
remain as
magic.
such.
You do have cantrips. You have Blade Ward, Create Bonfire, and Mage Hand.
Okay, before I shove that guy into the barrel, can I search for his keys?
Yeah, absolutely. It is not hard to find his keys.
Cool. I take those. And then I shove him in the barrel.
And then you shove it. At shoving into the barrel, Bug-Eye looks up and goes, Wikipedia! Very loudly. And you hear a crash of barrels and crates from the other side, and you see Marcus's head pop up and goes, Captain! He scurries over to where you guys are. He's like, we saw the perfect opportunity to rob them. I thought, this is the time to.
Okay.
to
What'd you
catch
get?
them off guard,
What'd you get?
I got gold. I got some of these crystal thingies. He just holds up a diamond. He's like, I didn't really know what to look for, so I just grabbed anything that looked shiny.
Cool. Good job. Good work. Okay.
Yeah, of course, Captain.
Marblow, can you unlock... Sorry. Marblow, can you unlock Bug-Eye here? Thank you, and please. I really appreciate everything you've ever done for us. I'm just super grateful if you could unlock Bug-Eye here from his cage.
Perfect. Unlock Bug-Eye, no questions asked. And you giving him the keys that you took?
Yep. I super trust this guy.
There are only 2 keys on this ring. He tries the wrong one first and goes, damn it, and then tries the second one and gets it unlocked. The door swings open, and Bug-Eye comes out, shows him the shackles, and then he begins to like fidget with the shackles to get them unlocked. It takes him a little bit, but he gets them.
Nice. Okay. So I got a small group here. Damn, what now? Holy shit.
Here, I'll make this decision a little bit easier for you.
Thank you. Attack me, good sir.
As you get Bug-Eye out, you're like, yes, like we got Bug-Eye out. What's next? Things begin to get very blurry again. You get dizzy. Things begin to shift around. And
it's about time.
the octopus has spoken. It's time for a shot.
God.
Another one.
The 7 is, according to a friend, a really good number. And so I just really feel attuned to this shot.
I just feel great.
And I just feel like it's going to really help me. And as a 21st, 7 times 3 is 21.
There you
Here's
go.
the shot number 7.
It's your 3rd, 7th birthday.
Hey, your 3rd, 7th birthday. To Aubrey's 3rd, 7th birthday.
Cheers.
Oh, still tasting the alcohol.
What's happening? Where
That's
are
right.
we?
Everything is getting blurry. Your sound goes away. As your sound comes back and you come to, you are at first you get the sense that things are very unfamiliar, especially for you, Tori Wickipe, and you, Jake Kildak. Although as you start to like realize where you are, you feel more comfortable, and you realize that Tori Wickipe, you are back in Wikipe's body. However, you are now in the basement of the ship, the lowest deck. You are looking at Bug-Eye Bill, who's wide-eyed staring at you, and a Marcus Leatherback, who is eagerly looking at you for a plan.
Marcus? How did you get here?
What? Captain, what do you mean, how did I get?
Hi.
Hi. At the same time, Kildak, you find yourself back in your hairy, one-armed, one-eyed body. You are currently sitting at a table. There is an imp laying on the table in front of your chicken breast. Across from you is a full fiend, cloven hooves, black leathery wings, sipping on red wine, and the red wizard, Lady Ethra, at the head of the table, currently asking you questions.
And you
Tawny,
are holding Tawny's hand.
And you're holding Tawny's hand
Under the table.
Tawny, you find yourself back in your body. The biggest thing is just a shift of perspective, going from Kildak now to your seat, slightly closer to Lady Ethra. You see Lady Ethra goes, "Everything okay, Captain Kildak? You seem off."
Yeah, sorry. I was just...
Not you, dwarf. The other Kildak.
Oh.
Of course. You know, as I was saying, I'm squeezing Kildak's hand as, like, tightly as I can to try to get him to stop looking around.
Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah, the Kildak?
We're just pirates, and, you know, that's all we're doing is just boating around, seeing what the sea gives us.
Guess there's two of the same people.
I squeeze his hand again. Don't mind my
Ethra
lover.
goes,
Is there a bathroom or something I could go to?
Make a deception check for me.
And then
It's 4. It's a natural 4. Hold on, I gotta go to my actual character sheet. Perception. But yeah, it's a 4.
What do you
Just
mean?
having a small panic attack.
You see, Lady Ethra raises an eyebrow, notices that something is off with Kildak.
Feel a little
And-
lightheaded.
True Tawny, give me an insight check real quick.
I can roll with it doing the math for me again. Unfortunately, the math it gave me was a 9.
Okay. Fortunately, that Lady Ethra, the quick glance she makes at Kildak is easy to read. She
Which Kildak?
You're
real
yourself
Kildak.
again.
But there's
Um,
apparently 2!
She, Tawny, when you see her look at Kildak, you see that the last question she asked was, "What are you doing here?" Immediately, Kildak gets very uncomfortable. She thinks that she's caught both of you in a, like, she's asked a pressing question, and she thinks he's uncomfortable about what he's doing here. You do not think that she suspects that you had body swapped with each other thrice now. And
What? That was
moving
the first thing on her mind as an
That was-
option?
not her first thought, but she thinks her question was like hit a nerve, and that's what you clock from that.
So I'm gonna take my other hand and like kind of lay it on his shoulder and just sigh and go, you know, these dwarves, I think you should perhaps just go check on the halfling. I think this setting might be a bit much for him.
Ethra leans in and goes, "No, I want to hear more from the dwarf now that he has. You have piqued my interest. Maybe he is a captain after all. Captain Kildak the dwarf.
Are you talking? Okay,
What?
you are talking. Cool.
What are you doing in this bay?
In this bay?
In
Like this specific bay? Okay.
This specific bay and my specific continent."
So I'm not familiar with local laws. I know over on the Sword Coast, international waters extends 50 miles into the sea, and beyond that, it's international. You know. So what all constitutes your coast? I'm happy to answer the question. I'm not avoiding it. I'm just curious on local law. That's just something that's always piqued my interest.
He's a real history
Local
buff.
law has always piqued my interest.
Let's say this. The continent of Thay and her islands belong to the Red Wizard. And all the land and all the water in between belong to us.
But between
Because you are
what?
sailing between our farthest island and between our...
Okay, so would you describe
Because-
yourselves as an archipelago?
He says, no. I describe myself as the continent of Thay and the rulers of any land we step foot on. Is that Nico?
That was Nico.
That's okay. That's a lot of
Trying to
land.
stop
Okay,
my guys.
okay. I wanted to understand what all waters and land you laid claim to. I think I understand now.
No, I understand. Simple
No, thank you.
creatures need simple explanations.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm stupid, so thank you. I appreciate your patience with me. So you asked my intentions here. We were following a map that possibly led to a indigenous group of people and their temple, which we found just upriver. You visited them a little bit earlier.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, they're super kind. They don't talk much, which was kind of nice because, you know, we talk enough. And
Oh, you do.
Yeah, we heard they have the most pristine stew, if you know what I mean.
Their stew is good. That's what pristine means.
Thank you for enhancing my vocabulary.
He tries to learn new big words every day. It's a thing.
So she nods at your answer and says, well, you see, I saw your... Actually, as she's saying this, I need both of you to make an insight check for me.
I can use the math, the auto math. Insight.
Oh, yeah, before you get to that part, I'll let you do an insight.
Oh, no! Oh, wait, that's not a 1. That's a 7. 10.
15.
Okay. You see that her, despite her having a solid poker face this whole time, you see her eyes very briefly light up when Kildak says map. He said we had a map to the indigenous people. When he says map, her eyes light up, and then her poker face comes back by the time he gets to indigenous people. So she continues and says, when I saw your ship in the bay, I recognized the name. I believe a previous captain of yours, one Rupert Wallywig, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was in correspondence with my previous superior, Zolkar Morzamek.
If you can call him a captain.
Oh, he had such fantasies in his head. He was just a man of little sanity.
I never understood where he got his thoughts.
Unfortunately, the sharks got him.
I see. Well,
honestly, better.
As I understand it, incompetence runs amok amongst the coast. The Sword Coast, that is.
Is that a reference to our king? Are you speaking poorly on the king of Waterdeep?
I would never speak poorly.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I do apologize.
I'm just ensuring that you wouldn't happen to be making your way to Vorpalgrad for the same reasons as your previous captain, would you? If so, we could certainly save you the trip, conduct our business here instead.
Honestly, I saw the correspondence and, well, it simply wasn't true. I don't know what Wallywig had in his head. The mind-eating disease kind of got to him.
You're saying that you have no... What was it? I believe it was a one-armed fugitive and a dragon-like lady on board your ship that you could, I believe, were destined for the gallows, as well as any other, fugitives of the law on board your ship. Again, if you would like, we can simply construct a gallows here, handle our business, and then exchange currency and be on our way.
As you can see, I clearly have just one arm, but I mean, I'd consider 1.5 really, and I've never done anything against
pirates,
law.
my dear. Of course, there could be a few random crew who or whatever, but like we said, you're not the Waterdeep Navy. We're not the Waterdeep Navy. And if I had a dragon, I would certainly be making good use of a dragon and not be wasting time sightseeing indigenous people.
Also, you would have found her on our ship if you, claim to have boarded our ship, as you have.
Yes,
boarded.
Please. By all means. If you find a dragon, let me know.
Could you imagine on a dragon on our little ship?
See, Dante speaks up and goes, I know she certainly did not find any dragon. She was very unhappy about it, in fact. She was very much looking forward to finding that dragon. And she shoots a glare over to Dante. So just to be clear, you do not want to conduct our business here?
What business?
The business of hanging Master Dwarf.
Not
There's
today.
no hangings necessary.
You see, she sets her goblet on the table and leans forward, and I think goes, "Ooh, this will be good." Leans in and says, "I may have no evidence, but I have an excellent memory.
Great
And I remember
case.
some very similar scoundrels in the Bay of Vorpograd. The night Morzamek's daughter was murdered. So I will ask again, why were you here visiting the locals?"
Morzamek's daughter's dead. I think I did hear something about that. I thought there was a fire. I thought she died in a fire. A freak accident or something in her study.
How convenient. But that is dodging my question.
Ma'am, our ship has been projected to come here to view these indigenous people and, see what we can find. And I kind of lift up the basket of jewels a little bit to kind of like show off as if we stole it. And our ship is only so fast. This is all the only place we've been, and you can see they didn't have much.
They were
that-
nice though, weren't they? I did enjoy their culture.
With that, we're going to jump back to Wikipedia real quick. Wikipedia, you were in the bowels of the ship. Arcus is looking at you, expecting a plan. Bug-Eye is just happy to have the shackles off. And they're both staring at you expectantly.
There was a
Yeah.
plan.
I don't have a plan.
No.
Captain, you're the captain. You have to have a plan.
I don't have a plan.
I promise you there used to be a plan in that brain.
I can promise you, Marble, there probably used to be a plan, and I do not have one anymore.
Can't you just cast one of your spells and get us out of here? Can you teleport? Do you know how to cast teleport?
Teleport?
Okay. Do you know how to cast teleportation circle?
No,
Okay. Dimension door.
no,
He grabs you by the shoulder and goes, "Can you misty step, woman?"
no.
Damn it.
I am, though, going to just kind of touch myself and blade ward
Ow.
myself.
Right now? Is that the best idea?
I will blade ward. And I know we're all the way on the bottom. Are there any windows, or are we completely below water right now?
You are below water. The next deck up is not below water.
Well, let's go up a deck. We'll try to be as stealthy as we can and move up a deck level.
Perfect. Make a perception check for me, real quick.
18.
18. Perfect. You notice everything in the bottom deck that Kill Deck had noticed. There's the gunpowder they stole. There's the cargo they stole. The gunpowder, the cargo. There is and then on the next floor, there is the 3 Neil that are cleaning up the gun deck. You notice that 2 of the cannons were cut by, you don't know what, but you see 2 of the cannons are not tied down. And you also see that from below deck, you can either go up into the main, dining area and gun deck where the Neils are, or there's a separate storage room that you can come up to, which doesn't have access to the next deck, but is empty.
I don't really think going to the storage room is going to help me. Can I mage hand and send my hand to set off one of the cannons as a distraction?
The
I don't know
plan
really what it
continues.
If you have any form of fire on your person, you can absolutely do that.
I have Create Bonfire as a cantrip and Mage Hand as a cantrip. Let's combine the two.
That was not my plan.
So if
That's
you have
okay.
Create Bonfire, you can Create Bonfire on one of the cannons.
It's right under it.
Or you could, like, if you have like a torch, you could use your Mage Hand to move the torch, or like you have to light the wick. Is really the goal.
If I just cast the Create Bonfire right near the cannons, it'll go off.
Yeah, you could light the wick with Create Bonfire.
Okay. Then we do that. No Mage Hand. Scrap the Mage Hand. I want a random cannon to randomly fire.
Cool. So I will say, so it could be you, peek your head up, see these Neils working, see the cannons loose. You use Create Bonfire, light one of the cannons. All three Neils look over and go, uh-oh. The cannon goes, poof, fires a shot. I need you to roll a d4 and tell me if it's odd or even.
Yeah, I see this is going. Okay. Ooh, it's even. It is
Cool.
a 4.
The cannons that killed that cut were not facing towards the guppy. So the cannonball fired the opposite direction. The actual cannon slides all the way across the deck, smashes into one of the Neils, knocks him over, hits another cannon, breaks the metal casing out from the wooden siding to it, so it flops over. It's no longer a usable cannon. 2 cannons are out of commission. The other 2 Neils run over to help their fallen comrade, and you hear heavy thumps from the top deck. Thump, 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 begin to move towards the far ladder.
And you said there are windows in this room?
There are the
Little portholes?
portholes that the cannons.
How big are they?
They're big enough that you could definitely fit through. Marcus could definitely get through.
Okay.
Bug Eye would be very difficult.
Let's push Bug Eye out first.
Cool. You give me a strength check with, and Marcus is gonna help.
Yeah.
So you sprint up. None of the other Neils are see you do this as you quickly come up in this distraction, and you begin to shove Bug Eye out. Is there a particular porthole that you're going towards? Are you going to the nearest one, or are you going to?
I guess in the direction of the guppy. So I guess
Cool.
just whatever side is on the guppy, and I guess the nearest one that is on guppy side.
Perfect. You get to the guppy side, and you begin to push Bug Eye out. Make a strength check with advantage. To get him out, you're gonna want I would say a 15, but Bug Eye is strong and he's also helping, so you want a 12.
I didn't make it.
Not even with advantage.
No, I'm small. I probably can't even reach him in the porthole. I only got a 9.
You have 9.
I have a plus nothing.
Cool. You begin to heave and push. Bug Eye gets about halfway out. His upper body gets through. His thick torso is currently clogging up the porthole. When a thump lands at the bottom of the stairs, and coming out of invisibility is Apostle. Makes direct eye contact with you, shoving Bug Eye's butt out the window. Lady Ethra puts both hands on the table, stands up. This room is special, and you do not hear the cannon be fired
Cool. I was gonna
outside.
ask.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is in a little special little pocket dimension based out of the door. You do not hear the cannon fire, but she
A pocket dimension?
I mean,
She
the room was much
slammed-
bigger.
She slams her hands on the table, stands up, and through like gritted teeth says, "Tamokor! I know Morzamek found it. I don't know why, and I don't know how, and frankly, I don't care. But if my suspicion is correct, some dragon-born princess has convinced you to find a made-up island, and I suggest telling me where Tamokor is right this minute." And she is going to cast suggestion on you, Aubrey.
Okay.
You need to make I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Sounds right.
Check.
Uh-oh. This woman's grumpy. What are you
Does
eating?
her ring of mind shielding have any effect?
Ooh.
She is wearing a ring of mind shielding. I noticed it when I was moving this.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm immune to magic that allows other creatures to read my thoughts, determine whether I am lying, and know my alignment or creature type. So, if she is trying to magically force me to tell the truth, she shouldn't be able to tell if I'm lying.
Okay. I don't think that. I think you still have to make this wisdom saving throw, as it doesn't say anything about being charmed. You can still be charmed.
Isn't that
Aw,
magic?
damn it! Why didn't she try and charm me?
She doesn't think anything.
Oh, that's fair. I don't
So
know that
you
I
can
would.
So make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's fine. 9.
Okay. So as she casts a spell,
I rolled a 3.
Oh damn!
I feel like the ring should
pluses
just
are
give me
stupid.
advantage.
the pluses are stupid. Cool. So she suggests a course of activity and magically influences a creature that can see or hear her and understand.
Mm-hmm.
Creatures that can't be charmed or immune. Reasonable. On a failsafe, it pursues the course of action you describe to the best of its ability. So to the best of Tawny's ability, you feel the words just kind of slipping out of your mouth.
What did she ask me?
She asked to tell her where Tamokor is. To the best of your ability, what would Tawny be able to say?
Knowing that you can't lie.
Yeah,
Knowing that I can't
that-
lie. I can't be deceptive.
Yeah.
To the best of my ability, where is Tamokor? Not how to find it, but where is it?
Yep. Nope,
So I
yep,
don't
that's
have
that
to
is it.
mention the map,
Or
but
the key,
I
or
have
the
to
lock.
say where is Tamokor? Where do I think Tamokor is?
Sure. Yep. Absolutely. And if you genuinely don't think Tawny would know, she can say that.
Was it labeled on the map?
Well, we
I'm sure you
thought
studied
that
the map.
Tamokor was the island that we just went to, but it wasn't. So I know that that's not it. So, with that, Tawny is just gonna go. I don't know. I think it's a pocket dimension, but I have no idea where it is. I keep getting false information about it. If you talk to people, everyone thinks it's a myth.
She takes a deep breath, sits back in her chair, just rub her head, and Dante just goes, "Oh, that wasn't what you were looking for, was it? You thought they were going to know exactly where to go. What, do you think that they were just going to have all the information and you were going to just waltz your way over to Tamokor, Ethra?" Life is much harder than that, honey. You're gonna have to put in a little more legwork.
I like this guy.
I do enjoy Dante.
Dante looks at Echo and goes, "I like you too."
Tawny is going to say, now that like she's not under that spell, and include
Yes.
and be like, but honestly, you got what you wanted out of me, but I'm a pirate. I know about Tamo Core for golden treasure. I don't know anything about a Morsmorek. And if I
I love that you
mispronounced
mispronounced it.
even better.
I love that.
You see, she kind of like throws her hand and goes, "Fine, fine. I see that I have misjudged your involvement with Tamo Core and with the fiasco with Zulka Morsmek.
However, if you're searching for an island filled with gold and find a way in and want some backup dealing with this Morsmorek character, you can always try to reach out and maybe I'll answer. I'm only in it for the gold, so take what you need and maybe me and my crew can take what we need."
Make either a persuasion or deception check. It's your choice. I don't think you said anything that was directly lying.
Nothing was directly lying.
Well, I
Anything you
did
said
say
was-
that I was in it only for the gold.
Only for the gold.
Oh, true. You are lying. I wouldn't have been, but you are.
I will still give you deception or persuasion.
Okay.
Your choice.
Hot damn, we should drink every episode. This was an easy 4 hours.
We were hot tonight.
Maybe with advantage because she knows that I don't know. No, I got an 11.
She kind of nods her head and goes, "No, I don't think that I'll be needing any of more of your help." And Dante goes, "Oh, come now. What would it be like adventuring with some pirates on the high seas? That's adventure, honey. That's what it's all about. That's why we're out here in the first place."
Want to join us, Dante?
I did blow a kiss at Dante.
He gives Tawny a wink and looks to Kildak and says, "As much as I'd love to join your ragtag pirates, I like having my nails done on the weekend, so I think I'll stick to the Lady Ethra's service, but if you're looking for a one-night stand, I think I could make that happen."
Is he talking to Dante or Kildak? Or both?
Dante is talking to Kildak.
Okay.
I already have a nightstand. It's next to my bed.
Excellent. So could I be next to your bed.
Why would you be next to my bed?
Why would you be next to my bed? Lady Ethra crosses her arms and says, "I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a couple other sailors be helping the Thayan coast, the Red Wizards of Thay. If you would like, I could offer you a letter of marque. It would be signing the accords and pledging your service to the Red Wizards of Thay. You would have to abide by our laws and fly our flag. But aside from that, you'd have the benefits of the Red Wizards. Your actions would be sanctioned by the council.
You barely told me about your local laws. How am I expected to follow them?
How tight are these laws? I mean,
sounds
you're not
tight.
the Waterdeep Navy.
Watertight.
Water type like our ship or yours?
What's that?
Our ship leaks. Did you not get that?
No.
Oh. I thought you were on it.
It's quite an old ship.
Mollop, send these two captains back to their ship, have a letter of marque written up, have it sent to their ship by tomorrow morn, and maybe we'll be able to help each other after all.
Sounds delightful.
Captain Kildak?
Aye.
She kind of dabs her napkin on her face, tosses the napkin just like onto the table haphazardly, and Mollop comes over to you, offers each of you a napkin, and gestures back towards the door.
Get up, blow a kiss at the table, and leave. Still holding Kildak's hand, so like forcing him to come with me.
Bye, Dante. It was nice meeting you. It would appear I am taken, though.
You are dragged out onto the deck. As we get here, Wikipede, you are in this very flustered exchange. You have the hulking apostle glaring down at you. You and Marcus are currently pushing Bug-Eye out the window, and what you have a full action movement bonus action of a turn.
I turn to him, and I face him, and I just kind of yell at him. As a captain, a higher status than you, I command you to back down.
A huge grin curls across his face, and he shows no intention of backing down.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out, and it's gonna turn into its sword. And I'm gonna hold on to my sword and just kind of brace in front of Marcus and Bug-Eyed, hoping that Marcus is still trying to push Bug-Eyed out the window.
Okay.
And ready an attack.
Okay. Marcus rolled. Actually, what Marcus does not push Bug-Eye out. Marcus casts Firebolt, flicks a Firebolt past Apostle, who doesn't even flinch as it sails past him. It perfectly hits the wick of the second cannon that was cut. The cannon explodes out, slams into Apostle, and between these two cannons, smoke obscures the inside of the cabin.
Go Marblow.
I will say that you still, Wikipedia, have your action movement bonus action, if you would like it.
I still want to try and push him out.
Cool.
That's our biggest delay here.
I will say you can make a strength check. Bug-Eye's going to help you. So it's still with advantage, and this time you have to beat a 10.
18.
You shove, you put your back into it, you shove as hard as you can. Bug-Eye pops out of the porthole, falls into the water, splashes under, and lands right next to Marcus's boat. Marcus is going to take his...
Oh, that's Marcus's boat. I didn't...
Marcus is...
I did not put two and two together.
Marcus is going to take his action. So he uses action to shoot Firebolt. He's going to use his bonus action to dash to a different porthole and look to you, nod, and then uses his movement to dive out of the porthole. And you still have your bonus action movement if you would like it.
Hopping out that window right behind Bug-Eye.
You are cleanly out the window with Bug-Eye. Both of you splash into the water. And just as you, just as the two of you, all three of you, pop up out of the water, you see Kildak and Tawny make their way down the ladder onto the boat. The two of you see Marcus, Bug-Eye Bill, and Wikipede bobbing next to the boats
Right.
as you guys make your way down. I guess the biggest surprise here is Kildak, you know that whatever plan Wikipede had successfully did get the other three out, all three of them out. And Tawny, you realize that Marcus is here.
I see that and I'm like, good day. And remember, druids can go real small too. And leave as if because I saw that as
Maybe
if
it
he
turned into a mouse.
just went from big to small to get out of the handcuffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a great lie. Yeah, that lie may actually save you guys down the road. That was a really good lie. And with that, we will end our special birthday episode.
Woo!
0 casualties.
Yeah.
One daring escape. Gold stolen from the Red Wizards, and they are none the wiser at what our pirates' goals are at.
We also killed
Yes.
one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, a single casualty on their side.
One little murder.
One little murder.
I wonder how long it's going to take them to find him.
Probably not long.
Do you think it's going
Well,
to start
with-
stinking before they do?
Ooh.
Okay.
That whole barrel of food is gone. There's now a dead body.
With that, a very happy birthday to our very own Aubrey and to everybody else. Yar!
Woo, cheers!
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 And that was the end of the first third of our campaign. I want to thank everyone who has been on this journey with us so far. We're going to take a short break to rest up for the holiday season before coming back to you in January. But just so you don't miss us too much, keep in touch over Instagram and TikTok, and we'll have some special behind-the-scenes and fun content planned out. With that, I hope you join us after the break as we see where adventure takes us with Captain Emerald's map and compass in hand. Will our pirates reach the hidden shores of Tamokor? What mysterious journey lies ahead for our warlock? And what unseen effects will begin to take place when our voyagers return to the depressed guppy? Let's find out together with the Gilded Voyage returns January 8th.